Alright. Hello and welcome to Epic Interactions, where a couple girls and a couple guys get together, play some Dungeons and Dragons, have some fun, try and stay alive. I have coffee. I forgot to mention that. That's why I paused. Some announcements. Next week we'll be here. As far as I know, there's nothing going on. So we will be back here either 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock, somewhere in between there. We do take donations. Any donations, half of them go to the stream, just making the stream better, as well as half of the other half goes to military vets. We all have ties to military vets in some way, shape, or form, so we appreciate those that have served us, as well as those that are serving us currently. Some places that we're affiliated with, Sunshine Games. It's a store that we've kind of partnered up with unofficially, I guess. They are over in the Temple Terrace area, off of Fletcher. They've been gracious enough to host us once there at their location. It's actually one of the episodes, and they do cards, board games, mainly a card shop though, as well as some other nerdy geek stuff. So check out them if you're ever in that area as well. And then Nerd Brew is actually a Discord channel. It's a community of just a bunch of people that got together and in the Tampa community, and they go out, they do different stuff. They'll go play board games, they'll go play Magic, they'll go to different bars and watch movies, they'll get together and do karaoke. It's just a nice, cool atmosphere of people. So definitely get in touch with them. We are part of their D&D community, and some of their other D&D players have also started their own streaming. So that was kind of cool to see that. I believe that is it in terms of announcements. Is there anybody else that has any other announcement that they wish to talk about? No? Alright, so to bring us into last week our heroes stayed at their newly furnished and built mansion, where each of you have your own individual rooms, some more than others, with certain perks. With the night kind of taking about, there was a possessed doll that took over Rahun for the night after trying to find Emerald, but Emerald ceasing to exist in a wall. Just proceeded to go around aimlessly and then wake up in the morning to find that the doll was not in his possession. After some searching, they found that the doll was hovering over Atreya's body, as the doll wanted life, a life of a girl. After a talk with the doll and some quick thinking on a switcheroo at a coup de grace, they switched Rahun's body with Atreya's and fought off the doll. Therefore, I think you guys burned it, cut it up, burned it some more, put it in vases, ashes, Ziploc bags, vials, Ziploc bags, and then proceeded to bring it to Finn and Glorium's, as the halfling took it with some amusement up the stairs, and those that were there, being Emerald, Baltimore, and Rahun. No?
I was back at the shop. I was back at the keep, and I was putting the twig away.
That's right. So you were putting the twig away. Cass, you were tending to Atreya as well as tending to Corvus.
And I was trying to get into the door downstairs.
Which you were highly unsuccessful.
We actually left off all of us in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Everybody was getting to the kitchen to talk. That's what it was. As everybody finally came together and you guys got some food out of the kitchen that was stocked by Gloria, and brought out your own drinks, whether that be coffee, ale, waters, to talk about the next step of the band, of which is not currently known as any name. And there's where we pick up.
Question.
Answer.
Throughout the 2 weeks while they were gone and discussing stuff with Finn and Gloria and whatnot, would I know if it would be possible for one of us to learn specifically just how to activate the teleportation circle, or would I have known that you have to be a specialist in arcane?
You'd have to know.
Okay.
I'm currently just doing what you're doing, DM. I'm munching down on some food and shoving a bunch of food in my face and drink.
Cool.
I'm getting really drunk.
I can help them.
Well, you guys are all there together. You guys are free wish to talk and mingle as you wish.
Just stare at everybody blankly.
And I stare right back.
Do I know the sigil for the teleportation circle? So, like, if we
At
were
some
at
point.
Tortola, I would know.
You mean like your own
I'd
mark?
definitely take
Yeah.
it
Like to come back? Yeah.
And just keep pouring you.
Yeah,
just
that'd be
make that up. Or...
drinks.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Me and Emerald get into an involuntary drinking contest as I start staring around and meet his gaze.
Thank you, Connor.
Nice. What up, Connor? I look over at Emerald, scanning the whole room as I'm shoving my face and drinking my drink. I see him locking eyes with me, and he's drinking his drink. I don't know, I just take something by it. I get real close to him. Got something you want to say?
No.
Can you put the mic between you two?
You got a certain look in your eye, like you got a taste for the drink.
I think it's my glaucoma. Maybe the cataracts.
Cass, how much of the
Well, maybe this will help.
the
And I
gold
start
that
pouring in
Finn
a drink.
gave us do you have left?
Me and him just start taking them back.
Maybe can you pull the mic closer to you two?
We just start taking them back, so let us know when we need to make
I still
constitution
have
rolls, 'cause we're gonna
10.3
just-
thousand gold left.
You'll outbeat him.
Who? What?
Oh, I know, but
So,
I'm getting
look a bit.
rolls?
Well, we have a barracks in place for guard here
I'll play it up.
with our own rooms and stuff like that. Maybe use the gold to see if we can try to hire some people, because even though we have the specters at night, we have nothing to guard the place in the morning. And we also have help quarters too that we could look into.
Okay.
Is there a band of mercenaries in Atlas? As I do not break eye contact with Emerald, as I'm still just like pouring him and him drinks.
Mercenaries for what?
Would I know that throughout the 2
What he
weeks?
was talking about.
I'm
I
sure
missed
that
it.
there's.
Guarding the
But
place.
when I,
You know,
I
Yeah,
also
you would
know
hear
during the
various
day.
mercenary
Like,
bands that would either
like I
come
would know
through.
a place
Yeah.
that would
You
be-
know of like an actual place that like actually like you could pay for services.
But don't mercenaries normally move around? So like hiring them would not be the most ideal situation.
Well, maybe a group of the like. There's the big city. I'm sure there's one band out there that does specifically guard work. Maybe a guild.
In your 2 weeks, you heard a little bit about these guilds, but it was more of like
Just-
don't mess with them because
just
they're
a
more
certain
highly
reason.
involved in the politics rather than the.
And I would know that that's Razor's Guild.
Well, you know that there's a war turf going on. Or turf war.
But he said that he mentioned something about politics, that he was involved in politics. So I would just naturally assume that finding out that there's a specific guild that's involved with politics, the logical assumption would be that it's his guild. Sure.
Good assumption.
I mean, we don't need very much. You don't have the blueprints on you, do you?
Would you like?
I just don't remember how many rooms I made.
I can go into
Are you-
town and recruit.
10 or 12.
Are you thinking just a couple people or like a whole band of people?
Oh, gotta just dabble. I can always go to Atlas and recruit people. You know, rough some people up.
We have, the barracks have, and this is, what's here is what was built, right? Okay, so, the barracks can hold up to 12 soldiers in there and all their stuff, or their stuff and whatnot.
And how much gold do we have?
10.3 thousand gold.
I mean, that's a good amount to pay people up front, along with giving them at least a couple months in advance.
I thought we owed Finn.
Yeah, but that's a payment plan that we kind of have with him.
Oh.
He's already stated that, you know,
It's not like he's gonna do anything.
we can just give them stuff, whether it be gold or whether it be items or anything like that. He'll take those forms of payments.
Okay. Well,
I don't know, just something to consider, because I mean we have to leave here soon regardless. So
for sure.
but I don't want to leave this place unattended, especially in the way that Atreya is. I would like to have at least, you know, somebody, like some form of help around the house for her.
I agree.
Because we can't rely on Gloria to constantly take off and come back and forth to check on her.
Yeah, that's true.
Correct. And I'm sure we could use some material for the place overall, some supplies and things. I know my forge is lacking a few things. I could during that time look around the couple lower class inns and find some rough scallions that I can put to the test to guard this place. Maybe find a band of people who might want to earn some gold and stay in one spot for a while.
Maybe you can find a band as well.
We could have put the doll in our vault.
Hmm?
We could have put the doll in our vault. I
It's
forgot that we
kind
had
of
a
nice
vault.
to have it out, though. Right?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Rather not have.
Have it in on.
Well, the vault's enchanted, so that way nothing can go in or out of it.
Is that what that is?
It's, I mean, to be honest, to be fair, like, the majority of the basement is all enchanted. In almost every room's enchanted one way or another, except for the alchemy room. That one's not enchanted, because I just didn't see the necessity in it.
So is that why it gets all dark when you go inside? Because it's like perfect for napping.
What are you talking about?
The vault,
I mean,
No, not that vault. We actually, like, there's an actual vault.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's right
Where?
next to the war room.
I start running towards the war room to go check out this vault.
is there something we can do, like,
I'll be back!
by way of other enchantments without having to pay people to guard necessarily all the time?
Nice.
I
Run
mean,
back. That's a nice vault.
it's possible, but I mean, to have an enchantment of that magnitude to cover this entire establishment the entire compound would be more than what we owe Finn, most likely.
Millions.
So at least
I
for
mean,
right now, that's out.
We
of
paid
question.
for, like, individual rooms to be enchanted in certain
Right.
ways. You're looking at a massive compound to be enchanted. Not only would that take a drastic amount of time, but also a drastic amount of money. But I mean, like I said, if we hired like a band of soldiers or something, and we blatantly tell them that, hey, you know, when sundown hits, like, you don't really need to worry about it too much.
Yeah, they just work from the morning till evening, and then they stay in the barracks.
Yeah.
Well, let me take
You
care
know,
of that.
maybe just like 1 or 2 people stay on guard just in case or something like that.
Yeah, I'll take care of the bronze.
But the other thing was that if that were the case, if we have these people, we're gonna have to have a conversation with the Spectre King
Ran back.
Like SpongeBob.
to tell them that, hey, these people are with us.
Oh, absolutely. So they don't attack them.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's because we dealt with all that about a half a day with the doll, so it's about noon or a little bit after.
Currently? I thought it was evening.
It's midnight, right?
Yeah, I thought it was like late at night.
Oh.
Yeah, it's midnight because
You guys
they came back from.
You woke up and you dealt with the possessed doll,
And then
which she
brought it
gave you
over.
half a day. which took you about till noon. So you dropped it off. So I'd say like afternoonish, maybe 2, 3.
But then it took us about 2.5 hours to fly to Atlas, drop the thing off about 2.5 hours to fly back. And
about
then we all met
midday,
up.
so maybe 3, 4 in the afternoon.
Something like that. Either way, I mean, a trip to Atlas right now would kind of seem irrelevant. Because by the time we would get there, anybody that we'd be looking to talk to would probably not be available.
Maybe closing up and closing shop.
And I know I know you're tired too. You said that you were. You're still exhausted, right?
Yeah, I mean, it does take a little bit out of me, but for the most part, I wouldn't mind just looking around the whole keep and figuring out maybe a list of things we need first before heading to bed, and then we can hit this thing early tomorrow.
Sure.
I mean, we can always take a closer look at Atreya and see if there's any medicine or anything we might be able to grab for her or something. I don't know.
I think Atreya will be fine for the most part. She just can't really do anything extenuous. Like, she won't be able to come with us right now. But that we have some. Marlesh told me that that what happened to her, whatever that you guys saw in the Divine Flame, it's like a disease that infects the god and then in turn infects all the followers.
You hear that? You brought a disease on us.
However, it's very time consuming and is based off of the power of the god. Right? Like the amount of followers, the stronger that they are, the longer they can last or whatnot. Right? Paraphrasing or something.
Yeah, it's a good assumption. Yep.
So, I know that Belarus has a drastic amount of followers, so that's not something that I feel like we need to worry about at the current moment.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what he did say, that Belarus is very strong.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to make the correlation or whatnot. So, I don't know about the other deities or their strengths or whatnot. Outside of Tiamat, I would know that Tiamat's pretty strong too, as far as Atlas is concerned.
Well, what are all the churches in Atlas, though? Maybe we should check them
There's
out. And
probably hundreds.
I mean, based on the information that you all know, you know that Gaia, Belarus, the Raven Queen, Tiamat, Zahir, Cord, and Pelor, those are the ones that have been affected.
Well, if they have any sort of...
Oh, and Mortem.
And if they have any sort of temple here, maybe we should go to Atlas and check them out and see if...
What I know, all of
need
those,
anything.
if there are temples for all of those deities within Atlas.
Yeah, for the most part.
We can explain to them maybe a little bit of what happened. Maybe somebody in one of those temples might...
Could I make a check to know if any of those are like less than strong? Just from like basic knowledge of my time within the 2 weeks.
I'm gonna say you can make a religion check, but with disadvantage because you only had 2 weeks to really hear.
Yeah, and I agree. And I wasn't like going completely out of my way or whatnot. Religion is 16.
You would know that Gaia is not really a big. There's not a lot of followers. There's some because it's nobody really heard of her until a couple years or eons ago.
But you're here.
You know that the Raven Queen, she kind of dances on death. So to her that you hear a lot of people talk about the Raven Queen. So you could assess that maybe she's okay. You know about Belarus, Tiamat. He's strong.
Yeah.
Zahir, you didn't really hear much about him.
Yeah. I just know there's a temple.
And there's obviously a Cord temple.
Yeah.
Right now he's super strong just due to
He can die.
stuff. And then Pelor.
Yeah, so as far as my knowledge of the past 2 weeks, or the 2 weeks when you guys were gone, the weakest one within Atlas would be Gaia.
I don't know. They got a temple here. Let's check it out and see if we can assist.
Wait. Before we do all this,
Wait. You need more drink.
correct. Now,
By the way, here's the layout of the.
as I was saying,
The vault.
No.
didn't we just express
The entire compound?
extreme
Arrow
urgency that we need to deal with this whole dragon bit? And every day that we take to clean up this place, gather materials, check on Atreya, we're taking more and more time away from taking care of your dragon dilemma.
That is our most pressing problem.
Yeah, we have about 3 weeks
Pressing
left.
deadline.
And how long did we say it takes to get there? About a week and a half? Maybe more?
To the north?
It was a week and a half walking. But we have other means of transportation.
Correct.
So,
Can the house wait? Should it wait?
well,
Regardless, we need to stock up on our own selves.
if
for
we go,
travel.
if we just spend like a half a day or something, if we just spend one more day just looking for people to just look over this place,
Mm-hmm.
because I just don't want to leave Atreya in this giant encampment by herself,
Fair.
especially in the condition that she's in.
So we're not taking her with us.
No.
Agreed. I didn't know what your plan was.
I just think that I think maybe one more day for this might be worth it, especially because I mean if it comes to the day and we have nobody here but Atreya and like thieves run in here or something, Atreya's not gonna be able to defend this entire place by herself.
Well, do we need to split up? Do all of us need to go to the north to get a white dragon?
Yes.
Okay.
Here you go.
Well,
Thank you.
let's make our list. Let's have our shopping day and then be off.
So if I remember correctly, help quarters is very large.
So we need about 12 men.
Well, there's
6.
the barracks is built for 12 men.
6.
Uh,
4 for each corner. 2 for shift change.
I'll match your 6 and raise you 2.
Pour him some more.
what'd you say? 2 for each corner?
Yeah, 2 for each tower. 1 for each tower, and then 2 for shift change. So they're well rested.
There's 4 towers.
So
Yeah,
8.
that's why I said 6. So there would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 off.
Again, I say 6 and raise you 2.
So you 8.
I mean, the better option would probably be 8, so that way they could essentially have like 4 hours on, 4 hours off.
Okay. Pour him some more.
Again, I say
So maybe at the minimum 8 people.
All right, 8 people. That sounds good. Cass,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need to borrow some gold.
I was just about to ask you how much you thought you would need for all of your.
Well, I have about 91. If you want to give me like 100,
100 gold?
yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, I'm gonna have to divvy up an advance payment. I'm sure for these guys. So 100 extra gold should be great. How much are we paying these guys anyway? About a gold a day.
a gold a day. Do you really
Well-
think these gentlemen are gonna guard anything?
Well, we could ask a random soldier and just say, hey, how much do you make?
Okay.
And then, so if they say 10, maybe we offer them 15.
Wait. Do you think they'll really be willing to tell you their wage? It's like asking a woman her weight.
Unless it's somebody who's inquiring for a job.
Fair, but I think we definitely should preface that.
Yeah, well, that would be me and Rahun. Me and Rahun can go to Atlas and we can look for people. If you two can go and look for help,
How much do you think we'll need for help?
that I have no idea.
What kind of help?
Help for what?
To watch the estate.
Oh, I thought that's what you two were doing.
No, we're looking for soldiers to take care, to guard the estate during the day. But
You're looking for like handy people. You mean
Like-
maids and
yeah, exactly.
yeah,
Oh.
housekeepers.
Yeah,
And how many of those do we need?
2 at the max.
3 maybe.
2 people.
I mean, not all of us are gonna be here, so I would think bare minimum would be 2.
So 2 maids. Are you including stable boys?
That's
about-
what I was thinking.
We don't
maybe
have a
three.
horse. We don't have
Groundskeepers?
animals right now. You have 1 horse, right?
I have 1, yeah.
Yeah, we don't
a groundskeeper,
I go and I realize that horse is probably hungry too.
a
I'll
moat
eventually feed them
maintainer.
after.
We don't need all of that right now, but the help can take care of it. It's not like we're gonna solidify them that hey, your work only consists of this building. Like,
So a multidisciplinary help. That's what you're looking for.
sure,
Okay, I can do that.
Barmaids.
we
Alright,
don't
well,
need that right
Here's
now.
your 100 gold, right?
Well, well, I'm not saying no. I'm saying barmaids who tend to be who you want to go for because they already have experience in taking care of and all that kind of stuff. So I can serve myself beer. All right, I'm going to start taking notes of things that I also need for the forge, and I'm going to go feed that horse now that you remind me.
And I'm going to go take notes of the things that were destroyed in my room, in my alchemy room.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Too late. I'm going out the door. Bye.
If we could just consider the priority of this is that we do have to go take care of this dragon, and that our priority should not be refilling what has been destroyed. We'll get to that when we get back.
Well,
But-
you gentlemen are finding 4 each. I have to find 1. My extra time can be spent on alchemy.
2.
She can find 1, and I can find 1.
Okay, I would feel more comfortable if you guys did this together,
Fine. We'll hold
because
interviews.
I know that you're just as wise as I am,
Fair,
if not more.
potentially.
So, I mean, it's more of
I know that.
more of your guys's the two of you combined
Correct.
in order to judge somebody's character.
Correct.
In the grand scheme, as I look around and like Raccoon's not there, Raccoon I feel like is the worst judge of character.
Fair.
Hence why I want to go with him so that I can judge these men's character as well. He may be able to test their bronze, but I want to be able to test their brains.
Very good.
Well, we can all go together to town. You guys can do that.
Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe we should get some things for the garden. Because I know we have food now that's stocked, but we need to start producing some food also.
Well, the garden is already
It's already full.
well, it's
They planted things.
yeah. We have it's basically all your basic vegetables. We talked to Hera, which was okay. So I said I'm sorry, herbalist. Is that what she was, right? The herbalist Hera, Atreya talked to her previously. She's in town, and she was the one that helped us like make the garden how it is. But Atreya is also very knowledgeable in the garden too. So that's one of the reasons that she wanted it there. If she's still here, like she'll still be staying in here while we're gone. I'm pretty sure she'd be able to take care of it
Okay.
by herself. I mean, granted, there might be some things that you're right, like that the garden may need. That I don't know what that is, but Atreya might. That might just be a simple conversation. Say, hey, is there anything specifically that you would need for a couple weeks?
So as they're talking, I begin drafting up like flyers for like
Oh my gosh.
maid
Pay is negotiable.
seeking maid following responsibilities. But because I'm so drunk, I'm misspelling some of the words. But I'm getting like a very primal version of what we're looking for this.
Just outside the kitchen door, you can just see me like
across Atlas dropping papers.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. That is exactly.
outside the kitchen
Took
door. I'm
the
just
words out of
taking
my
hay,
mouth. Interesting.
like hay
Please
bales
call.
from the back and just bringing them over to the
Please
horse.
meet us at the blah 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 local tavern A side.
I'm I'm catching half of what you guys are saying because I'm like dragging like hay bales from the back like over to the stables now.
If you're
I'm just
outside,
passing-
we're inside. How
Yeah,
would
that's
you
what I'm
hear us?
saying. I'm just like passing by the kitchen door outside, just like catching every other thing.
So I spend the rest of the evening making flyers and making the list of things that I am still going to get in town.
Make a list.
And I'll have a quick conversation with the Atreya and ask if she needs anything else for the garden. No,
I
we're all
send
set.
a
Well then.
crow.
Sure, you don't have any crows.
Do we have carrier pigeons or anything like that?
I don't believe that was set up.
No, because we have Corvus.
Then I go to Cass and I ask, "May I borrow your owl?"
Sure.
Not gonna ask what I'm gonna do or anything. Cool. Start heading over to Corvus.
Sure.
I knock on Cass's door where I think Corvus would be. No. I just, hoot. Hoot. Corvus. Look and see out in the balcony.
He's up on the Owry.
I'll start to cautiously go up. I come in peace. I mean no harm to you, Corvus. It is I, Calhoun, in my own mind. I pull out some rations.
Heard that before.
By the way, just to clarify, that when you walk into Cass's room, over in like as soon as you walk into the right corner, there's like a stone structure that's there.
Yeah, it's like
that
a
has an
staircase.
opening. Yeah, that
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a
yeah.
staircase up to the top.
Yeah. You told me about that.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm going up that staircase essentially to get to the top, and I have like food rations until I see him, and when I see him, like I kind of like stop and get caution. Does he seem threatened?
He looks at you, and then he looks the other way, and then you just.
That's fine. I simply lay some of the rations down by his feet a little ways away. Not trying to invade his space. I'm like, Corvus, I wanted to ask you a favor of something if we could. We'll be heading up north soon and fighting a dragon. I was hoping maybe you could deliver a letter to the Iron Wall to Eudora for me, asking if she can send some people our way to potentially help us.
Animal handler.
Go. I'm on a week's trip. Do goblin territory and everything. 26.
So he's not looking at you, and you just see as his head just kind of turns over. He's like,
All right, you don't have to do it, and I know you've done a lot for us already, and I know you're still recovering, but it'll still take us a while to get up north, and if I bring you the letter, I'll leave it here. If you decide to take it, great. If not, I respect that. But enjoy the food, and I quickly scan the room. I take note of, does he seem to have any toys or anything like, does his own room just look like cobblestone and just some like scattered hay, and that's about it?
it's like an Owry, so I mean it's basics.
Okay.
Unless you had other plans.
I just take note of maybe like if he needs some extra rooms, maybe get him some like little like different perching areas that he can fly to. You know, I make notes like that and whatnot, and I just tell him I try to make a room a little more lively for you in my spare time when I can. But,
Cool.
I don't think so.
do I hear him say cool? No, okay. Thanks again for everything, Corvus. I start heading down. I'll go prepare the
Doesn't
letter.
seem like he moves.
No problem. I go prepare the letter nonetheless.
Sure.
So I try and go around and look for everybody.
Just the kitchen, I assume.
Yeah, so, man, you know what would be great is if you could possibly find a couple, maybe, like a husband and wife type of thing, just rather than like just two individuals that like are not aware of each other.
How about twins?
Adding that, I add seeking couple to acquire.
Tells you.
What about twins?
Also seeking maiden twins of 5'7" height, blonde blue eyes,
Blonde hair, blue eyes, for sure.
supple. ...
Curvy.
Okay.
Supple personalities.
I don't know if it would be a thing to ask, but I mean you might be able to ask him. I doubt that he will, but hey, you never know.
Start pulling out
The
Paper and parchment. Paper parchment.
the guy that we rode on the who helped us back from the
Yeah, with the daughters.
yeah,
I don't remember where we were coming back from, but.
we were coming back from
Well, do you think
Forgotten Temple.
the daughters? I know he was trying to marry them off, but
Yeah.
I mean, if they need a home and they need jobs, and the dad's willing to.
I mean, we also Dalton. His name was Dalton. He has 6 girls, right? 6 girls, 6 daughters. Whatever. That's what I've written down. It's from the video. So, he has 6 daughters. He's got good trading with a lot of people. I don't know. It's just an idea. I know that he hangs out around the Temple of Pelor. He's human. I mean, we have a guest house. Like I said, I don't know if it would be worth having the conversation with him, but like you said, if he's got daughters and they need work or something like that, I mean, maybe. Even though he moves around a lot, but.
I look up from my ink, quill, and parchment. Do all of you have warm clothes? Take that as no. I add that into the letter.
Oh, I don't have any armor.
And my robe isn't
But-
particularly thick.
I would invest in some furs then. It's gonna get quite cold.
Maybe some thicker boots too.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
So my letter just mostly consists of like, if there's any spare hands that might want to help us, who are willing to.
Oh,
Just
an
actually-
actual letter. Draft it out.
Okay. All right.
And roll a persuasion check with it.
Okay. When I have it written out, I'll roll it all out for you.
Alright. Until I get it, it doesn't happen. So.
I understand.
What are you trying to do?
I just want to write a letter to Miyadora to when we go up north to possibly send us some extra aid while we're there.
I'm actually out of paper for a change.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
you took it all.
I got a spell in my book. I'll write it out eventually.
I got a whole thing of it. So.
I don't know where we're going, so I wouldn't even be able to complete the letter tonight. So I would have to wait until we agree where we're going, and then I'd be like, "This is where you need to send it."
Well, I think that we get some rest and head out in the morning. First thing in the morning, we head out to try to get this all done as soon as we can and use the most amount of time, or use our time, wisely.
All right.
I agree.
Agreed.
I'm gonna check on Atreya and make sure she's as comfortable as she can be. And
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
as comfortable as she can be.
okay,
Um,
I'm gonna head up.
are we going to get
Tomorrow.
our own supplies as well while we're there for the travel up north?
Yeah, we probably should.
Yeah, like health potions and stuff. That'd be another thing you and Emerald should do. Stock up on some like health potions.
I'm not gonna lie, if we happen to have the gold for it, I would really like a set of plate mail. And the shield. Any shield would do, really, but
Just something.
like a sturdy shield. But well, I guess the shield maybe Rahu, I'd want your opinion on that more.
Okay, so
maybe
we're
We can
gonna-
always look at that.
Yeah.
Figure out a price, and when we meet up, we can always come just swing back around.
Well, you and I would be together, so
Well, yeah, I know. I meant with them. We can
Yeah.
always meet back up with them, and then ask Cass for whatever, how much we
Yeah.
need for it, and then we swing back.
um,
'Cause if anything, I can always make you one too.
a shield.
Yeah.
No, that's true. All right.
But that will take some time, so it might
Yeah.
be better to just get it now.
Yeah, exactly.
But don't go over expensive. I'll definitely be able to take whatever you get and improve on it myself.
Like, to be honest, if we don't get it, I'm okay with it. I'll just be in the back of all the fighting behind Emerald.
No problem. But we can at least get something. Again, nothing too fancy. I can always improve on it. later.
Yeah. Ramon, are you going to bed?
I mean, for the most part, I'm just gonna kind of take some notes of what the estate needs as well.
I thought you already did all that.
I did mostly the forge. Now I'm talking about like the grounds and the estate itself. So
A couple thousand gold is probably. I don't know how many people we need. It's like 6 people.
yeah, and you probably
But a
shouldn't
few thousand gold is probably all we need to keep them employed while we're gone.
possibly. You should also probably not carry that much gold with you anymore. We do have the vault and all, so you might want to put some of that away.
True.
So maybe keep only like 5 honors.
Did you want to get a good night's rest in that room?
I mean, right now that is my favorite room.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What, the special room?
Yeah.
The
So
king?
when you're done taking whatever, just come find me.
Investigation check just to take some basic notes of what general goods might still be needed for the keep, the whole place.
I mean, you wrecked the majority of the place, so.
No, I understand. That's just what I'm saying. Like those the kind of things. Like, can I make an investigation check to just make some basic notes?
Sure, make an investigation check.
You didn't wreck anything on the outside, though.
No, it was all inside.
Yeah, I'm just taking notes of everything essentially. Just whatever. 7.
7. Based on what you can go around and look, based on the damage that you kind of did, you know, you probably did about 650 gold worth of damage. And that means, like, you know, stocking, foods, items,
yeah.
like, you know, basic stuffs.
So I take note of like all those basic things that we might need, and I'll eventually make sure.
We also might be able to replenish our gold too, if we teleport to Tortola.
When are we going to find the time?
Well, that actually would save us time on going to the mountains.
How?
It's closer to the mountains.
So we teleport right there.
So
Yeah,
should
we
we teleport
could-
there first to get more gold and then shop?
No.
Oh.
We find out what we need now. I'm pretty sure that we have enough gold to sustain at least for like a month or two some people. But then we can always stop there and then hopefully replenish what we spent on these people.
If it's
and
not
then
already
travel.
filled up with water. I
Well,
mean, it's only been a couple days now. I'm saying
Yeah,
when
it's
we
been a
come
couple
back.
days, and when we left, it was like 2 weeks, right? It was going to take like 2 to 3 weeks to fully fill back up to normal.
About 3 weeks, yeah.
About 3 weeks, yeah. It's only been a couple of days, so we still have plenty of time.
But it was at the very bottom of it, so it will be the first thing to get filled up. So we got to keep that in mind.
Yeah, but they still have like miles.
No, you're right.
To
I'm saying
go.
when we come back and actually do it, we'll have to worry about probably sending him down there himself
Mm-hmm.
and doing that.
Well,
Or
there's
at
another
least-
cavern that the gold led to. There could be a plethora down there that we're unaware of.
You're right.
But I
But
mean,
we
either
only
way,
know the one entrance.
I'm just saying it's like that'll be cutting our travel to the mountains at least a day and a half.
No, you're right. For real.
So we could spend that day and a half going down and getting the gold to replenish whatever that we spent. on
Also,
these
it might
people.
not be a bad idea to make sure that the water's still filling up. We gotta make. I mean, there were still beasts and creatures down there. We don't know what might have interfered.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just saying a quick.
No, you're right.
A quick glance down the hole and being like, "Do we see any water trickling?"
We're gonna have to walk a bit, but yeah.
No, I'm not saying go all the way down. I'm saying maybe send him in his eagle form, just see if he sees any trickle in the water still.
Okay. So that's fine.
All right, cool. I'm going to bed then. Let's get me in that chamber.
So I take him downstairs, open the door for him, put him in.
Ouch. I'm not. What? I go in. I go to sleep.
Yep. Do you guys like?
I finished making my lists and flyers.
You might want to resend it because I didn't get it.
The email.
I got the email, but I didn't get the attachment.
Oh, what the heck?
So you went to bed?
I'm gonna go visit Atreya. Kind of just tell her what we're planning to do.
Okay.
Make sure that she's okay. Also explain what Marlesh told me about the disease and stuff like that, and how it's affecting, and that's why she is the way she is. So if she ventures in to town, and 'cause I know like she still has stuff that she's doing in and out of Atlas or whatnot, but if she decides to go and visit the Temple of Belanus, and that if everybody else is the same, that she at least has an answer to why this is happening.
Yeah.
But to maybe leave out that we were the ones that let Trixie out.
Sure.
So I'll stay for her a little bit until she's like looking like she's about to nod off, and I'll just kind of whisper to her and just be like, I need you to say the word.
As she's like nodding off.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she says it as you wouldn't be there.
So
When you would see the change just
when I know I have like a couple of seconds, so when she says it, I just give her a kiss on her head and then back up.
Sure.
And let it take me.
Take 3 points of bludgeoning damage on the way down.
I'll rest and it'll go away.
So, you're in bed.
I go up to my room.
You go to your room.
You see me fly by. Good night.
My room probably has a nice layer of just dust to it at this point. Like, I haven't spent a single night in there yet.
Either I.
Wait, what night? Where are you at?
I'm in the chamber downstairs in his vault. Getting
You
the
don't
best.
have. You went into the vault, or you went into his room, or that room that he went.
No. Yeah.
I went into the room that he went into. The one that
you couldn't
gives me-
open it unless
He brought me down.
I-
That's why he said.
I opened it and put him in there.
Oh.
And I said, "How'd you? Whatever." And then I went in.
Gotcha. So like a couple seconds later, like you're like in peace, and you're like all of a sudden you see the change just kind of like whip up, and then just shoot outside as the door just opens up.
I imagine like I'm on the floor, just like curled up with like my axe underneath. So when you come flying back in, I'm sure your feet just like kick me in the face.
So
But
and then
do I get teleported?
and then as you see the chains like link down, you see the chains like almost lock in place, but you no longer see Baltimore.
Cool.
And the door just shuts.
In my dark vision, I pull out my two-handed axe and I just kind of like poke the end of it at just hit solid wall.
Would you be able to see it? There's no light in the room.
I have dark vision.
Dark vision only allows if you
there's-
have minor light.
Yeah, dim light. This is complete darkness.
I'll guess in the darkness then. Still, just kind of like poking at the wall where I saw the chains connect.
Sure.
Does it just feel like I'm touching wall?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't question it.
Alright, so you go sleep.
I'm that type of guy. It's just like let the world be, man. Just let the world be.
Okay. So asleep,
Flyers and lists. And
flyers and list, then sleep.
Yes.
Okay. You go to your room. Sleep.
Mhm.
Okay. So you guys all sleep. As the night takes over, those that are in their room, so Emerald and Cass, you notice that the air within the mansion kind of takes a turn. The air becomes more crisp. It becomes a little bit lighter. The temperature drops. You all know that as the weather takes this turn, you now know that you're going into fall. You're going more into the colder seasons of the continent. As you all awake, those that can awake, you wake up to a crisp air as it just kind of blows through. You guys get ready for the day of shopping. What are you doing?
I'm gonna check on Corvus.
Alright, you check on Corvus, and he's just kind of there. He's just.
Pet him a little bit, pet his ears. You like this crisp air, Corvus? Well, we're going into town today to buy some things. Do you want to come with us, or do you want to stay here? You want to stay?
He turns his head around to not face you anymore.
You get the inkling he wants to stay.
Okay.
I walk around aimlessly in this
No, you
very
don't.
dark.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I'm just saying it's very dark, so I'm like
No,
aimlessly
sorry.
trying to find the door. So I'm just walking around as I keep hitting things, not being able to see things at all.
You really like. Dude, I do not. Oh, here it is. Got it. Okay. I was like, dude, I do not see this.
It's not that hard.
So, yeah, while you're there, it's like nothingness to you.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure I trip over myself once or twice. I'll pull out my flint and steel, but I have nothing.
you're gonna
to,
get every single one of these.
As much as I can, and then I'll slowly collect more. Get most of the common items first.
Sure.
I take out my flint and steel.
What was that?
I take out my flint and steel,
Sure.
and I have nothing to actually light, but I'm just gonna keep sitting there and just making the spark, just to give myself like a little bit of light.
There's no spark.
I'm,
You're literally like, you know it should spark, and you're like,
I put it away. I pull out my drink. I sit down wherever I am, crisscross applesauce. I drink my drink and I meditate until somebody opens the door.
sure.
So I'm gonna try to get up when I feel the cool temperature, it's gonna be like early enough in the morning where it shakes my bones a little bit because I'm older. Like I can feel it coming in.
Okay.
So I'm gonna.
Joints get.
It's like 3 a.m.
Okay.
So I get up at
Got it.
3 a.m. and I'm gonna go into the Spectre Forest and try to find an animal with some thick fur or hide, and kill it and make
Oh my god!
But I'm gonna
The person who can literally change into the animal is gonna just kill it.
For
All right.
Yeah.
So,
4 hours.
okay. So first, make a survival check.
I really hope this works out for him too. I really hope he comes back looking badass. It's like blood all over him and stuff.
22.
22.
Okay.
So you do pick up some tracks.
Okay.
You start following these tracks.
Okay.
Make a nature check.
$13.
13.
Yeah.
So you're doing fairly well. You're, checking out the different natures around you, trying to pinpoint where this beast might be.
Mm-hmm.
Make a investigation check and a survival check.
12 for investigation. 18 for survival.
So 12 and 18?
Yeah.
And you come upon this den. You look inside, it's pitch black. Can't see anything inside of it, but the den is big enough to where it could be one large animal, a couple medium animals. You're not really sure, but you are in front of a den.
So I'm gonna get up against the wall and kind of just creep in slowly.
Meldstone.
Sure.
No, I'm in a den. It's not made of stone. It's
So
not a
you-
cave.
You start going in, and you actually have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
So as you're slowly creeping in, are you trying to do this stealthily?
Correct.
Make a stealth check.
I was waiting for it. Natural 20.
So you turn the corner ever so slightly as there within the den you do see multiple animals.
What are we talking?
Like probably a pack of wolves. And this one seems to be pretty big. You're probably looking at about anywhere from 15 to 20 wolves.
50?
15
Oh,
to
okay.
20.
I was like,
The largest wolf pack that's ever been recorded was like 33.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Yellowstone Park.
So 15.
Where's that on the map?
Solid 15.
It's actually on a whole nother continent. It's called Earth. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Go to them for a second. I need to think.
Okay.
He's like, this was gonna be really badass in my head, but then you threw 15 at me.
No. It's
So,
still gonna be interesting.
You wake up at about 5. You talk with Corvus. You see as he's just kind of chilled out there. Just,
Well, I wanted to ask him too. Corvus, if at all possible, if you could meet now that we live next to this forest, if you could find other animals, other owls, that, have your own little network, and maybe other owls that would be willing to, take messages for us to other places or that sort of thing, that you don't necessarily want to do.
Animal handling persuasion check.
Okay.
I'll start working out.
We walk back up there and there's 10 female owls that are up there. Corv's just
oh! Yeah, I just start working out in this dark.
10 for animal handling, 11 for persuasion.
Okay. You see as he's just still kind of there, he's like...
I didn't mean that you have to do it right now.
It goes back to sleep.
So I just pet him a little bit, and then I'll go downstairs, and then I'll say the word that gets them out of that room.
So you go down?
Yeah.
Alright. So you say the word as the door opens up. You, far in the distance, it seems like at first, as, this little small door opens up, but, as it's opening, it actually gets larger and larger to where now you're actually standing in a room, excuse me. And you see Baltimore is just there on his knees next to you.
I'm doing, finger push-ups right now. As this is happening, I'm just walking in. So
I get up and walk out of the room. Say, all right.
I want to try doing a handstand walk out of the room.
Acrobatics check?
Cool.
I see this happen and I just lean up against the entrance to the door. Let's see this about to happen.
13.
So you get up and you take your first 3 steps. You're and then you just go to you're
I'll just somersault and tuck and roll when I fall. I don't know.
Nice
Sure.
recovery.
Yeah. You do that basic the roll over. You're just I'm cool. I'm solid. I'm cool.
I'm good. Yeah.
So I
Hey, I successfully got 3 steps. That's better than I've ever done before.
I shut the door after he gets out of there, and say, all right, well, I guess let's grab Emerald and start heading into town. Is your horse big enough to carry both of us?
No, but I have my own steed. As I pull out.
Oh yeah, that's right.
This horse purchase wasn't for me.
Oh, okay.
It was just for general,
Yeah.
if anybody needs to use it. Especially if we're gonna have people staying here, they need some way to travel back to the city if they need supplies themselves. So.
What time did they wake up? I'm just curious.
5. I'm coming back to you.
Okay. No, I was just.
Yeah. So I guess walking upstairs, making some to try to save on the food that we have. I would just
Sure.
create food and water.
Cool.
Eat some. Realize that Emerald's not there, and be like, that fucking old ass person is still sleeping. I'll walk up to his room.
Before you go up there, you're at the kitchen. Let me come back to you.
So I'm gonna look for using dark vision. I know I'll probably have a disadvantage because I'm in a den. Maybe. I'm gonna try to search through the crowd and find the wolf that has the thickest, nicest fur that will produce a really good either cloak or something that's got really good fur that I can use.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
Might as well just be
I'm gonna look for the
Where's the
alpha, but
alpha?
it might, Alpha's brother might have
His brother.
He might. 17 for the NFC.
17?
His second
You see
cousin.
3 of them. One has pristine white fur. You see as another one has this dark brown. It starts as a dark brown and then it kind of goes into a lighter skin. It's very nice. And then you have another one that is just straight black. All 3 of them look to have a really nice fur.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the white one.
Good choice.
And I'm gonna.
We're going in the snow.
Yep,
Good
no,
choice.
Yeah, no. Sorry. Yeah. I'm gonna use Dominate Beast on this.
Sure. What's the range on that?
60. 60 feet. And if I'm not in range, I will get within
You
range.
get in range with 20, natural 20. Yeah, stealth. Alright. So what's how does that work?
You attempt to beguile a beast that you can see within range. It must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you for the duration. If your creatures that you are friendly to are fighting it, it has advantage on the saving throw. But I'm not fighting it, so. While the beast is charmed, telepathic link. You can use the
What's the
link.
DC?
My DC? Or.
Yeah, what's the DC?
Oh, wait, hold on. Always have problems. Spell save DC 17.
17? Yeah, I got a 12.
Okay.
So, so you command it?
Yes.
All right, what are you commanding it to do?
So I'm commanding it to, in a way that's not going to draw attention to the pack. Obviously, they travel in a pack. I'm going to try to, like, get this wolf to, like, separate itself and, like, go out of the den.
Do you have to make a verbal command?
Well, it's telepathic bond.
Yeah, it's telepathic.
Oh, it's telepathic.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
So I'm going to, like...
So you're trying to have it come out of the den.
Correct. And then I'm going to try to break some necks. Do that, like, scene in, what's that movie with Will Smith? I Am Legend, where he, like, has his dog. And he,
Oh my god.
He, like, he's crying, but he's, like,
What is wrong with
choking the
you?
dog out.
So wait a minute.
What is
That's
wrong
what I'm
with you,
just...
dude?
So
But I'm saying a prayer to God.
as it's coming out.
Yeah.
You know, it says it just kind of like it's acting normal. It just and then as it gets commanded, it just kind of like turns real quick. Then it just starts coming on out, and you see as some of the other wolves kind of like go to follow it, and you just turn around,
Oh, yeah.
and it just they back off, and then it starts to come out, and then you're just having it leave the den.
So I'm going to leave with it, but I'm going to do so in, like, where I'm not drawing attention to the
So
fact
you're
that-
gonna be in stealth still.
Yeah. As
Alright.
much as I can, but, like...
Make another stealth check getting out.
Okay, fine. Works for me. Okay. 12.
Sure.
Alright. So I'm, like, leaving the den, I'm having this wolf,
Yep.
like, leave
So this
with
wolf
me,
comes out. You can tell it's fairly big.
and I try to, like, I don't know what the word is, but, like, put my hand on it and, like, get to know it, kind of.
Sure.
Yeah, and, like, I'm gonna get to know it and then lead it astray.
Okay.
Lead
You're,
it-
like leading it back
Yeah,
to the den or
kind
something.
of like
Kids do you
no,
have?
not leading it
How
back to
old
the
are
den,
you?
leading it
Slit throat.
far away from the den.
Okay. And what's the concentration on it?
The
It's only a minute. So
Yeah.
you have 1 minute
okay.
to
I
get
did-
it as
how
far
long?
away as you can to the den.
I'm gonna take 45 seconds, and in the last 15 seconds, I'm gonna kill it. Yeah.
All right. So you take 45 seconds to get it out. You're probably about 45 feet away from the den.
Okay. And then I'm going to.
That's what I said in the beginning.
I've already tried to befriend it, and then I'm gonna try to like quickly and swiftly choke / say a prayer to Gaia /
So you're gonna try and choke out a
choke
wolf.
/ break its neck.
Choke / break its neck.
Correct, like a quick.
So make an attack roll
Okay, all right.
and add your strength. I'll say with advantage.
Oh yeah. 17.
17?
Yeah.
So
It gives a yelp. Oh, it's gonna give a yelp. I know it's gonna give a yelp.
so you hear as you go to you're like, oh, you're so nice.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you put your arm around it real quick.
Mhm.
You're like, you're so nice. And you hear the bone snap as it goes.
Oh.
And you have a dead wolf below you.
That's it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna pick up the dead wolf.
All right, make a strength check.
This is the weirdest.
Natural one.
Natural
Wait,
one
no. Yo, natural one.
is dead weight. Like you're like.
All right. So I'm gonna transform into an eagle and carry it.
Cool. And right as you go to transform, you hear, and you just pick up, make another strength check with the eagle.
It's gonna be even worse.
There's no way he used to be a god of nature.
Not with these rolls, dude.
Not even. Just.
Not with these rolls.
He's not really a druid, is he? This has all been a ploy, right? He's a dark wizard.
19.
19.
Yeah.
So you get it in your talons, and then you fly up. And as you get about 40 to 50 feet high, you notice that the pack kind of just swarms in on this area, and they just start. And they see as the eagle takes this wolf away.
So I'm gone.
Sure.
I'm gone. And I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it outside of the grounds of the establishment. I'm
Sure.
not gonna take it in, but I'll be far enough away so that I can process the fur and all of that.
So you're gonna start just cutting it right outside.
Yeah, but
Sure. Make a survival check.
Okay.
And are you proficient in survival?
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Then just make a survival check.
I can't do math. 13.
13. So you start making your way to skinning this wolf, and it's not a perfect job, and you're like ooh, that's
Yeah.
but you're making progress. You get about halfway through the carcass, as all of a sudden you hear the woo, and it's close. Sounds like they may be tracking it. Those that are inside the house, make a perception check. Make a perception check. Make a perception check. Why not?
18.
18? So you hear the howl.
11.
You do not hear the howl.
26.
You hear the howl.
Crappy roll.
I'm gonna roll with 13.
I'm gonna leave down here.
So I'm gonna.
Just gonna have some breakfast. What do you guys look for? I'm off.
Did anybody else hear that howl?
I did.
No, I'm not. I'm shoving food in my face.
So I'm gonna try to take the body further away.
Sure, make a strength check.
Yeah.
Are you going to take it within the grounds now? Because you're still outside of the wall.
No, I'm gonna take it so if it's Atlas, the ground, Spectre
Can drag
Forest,
that
I'm
thing
gonna
back
try
to
to
the
take
house,
it
then we can
east
have a
or
back
west.
Well, you said you were bringing it back to the main compound, but you were keeping it outside.
Yeah, okay, so
So now
between,
you're leaving it.
Wait, okay, that's where there was miscommunication. So I didn't actually enter
No, you're
whatever
outside of the
structure.
walls.
What do you mean walls?
The mansion has
You want to show
walls
him
around
the
it,
aerial
Yeah,
view? Of
yeah.
and then it has outside and then
Okay.
forest.
Here's a blueprint. Sorry. So here is the actual house.
Okay.
These are walls.
Okay.
You are outside.
You're outside.
Yeah, I'm not in any of it.
Correct.
Yeah.
So where are you taking this carcass now?
Further away from the forest. So does the forest consume the whole thing?
For the most part.
So I started to walk away, thinking I'm gonna go wake up Emerald. I hear the howl. I asked if anybody else heard the howl. Cass says she does hear the howl. Once again realizing Emerald's not here, I take off running up to his room.
Sure. You get up to his room, you notice he's not there.
So I run back down, and I'm like, I have a feeling that it's Emerald because he's not in his room.
21.
He might be calling out to us for help.
Alright, so
Since we know he can shapeshift into a
where are you
wolf.
pulling it out?
I take
So,
Because there's
I am late
if
with
you
me,
think about
yes,
it,
I go
here's
outside.
the actual mansion,
Mhm.
and then it's forest, and then the road just is kind of off here, off to the side.
So where the road and the forest meet, I'm gonna try to go as far
So you're just gonna go that way,
Correct.
past
Yeah.
the road into the other forest.
yes.
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna call for Corvus. Corvus, we need you as another set of eyes. Can you go look for Rahun?
Oh, I'm
No,
here. I'm
Emerald.
in
So
the
you go up to
kitchen.
the room. You go up to your
Or
room.
Emerald, sorry. Yeah, so I go up to try and find Corvus.
Okay. You see, he's there.
Corvus.
I'm running out the door.
Emerald is not here. Need to find him. Can you go out and be a set of eyes for us? Look for him.
And he takes this guy.
I grab the big piece of ham that I'm chewing on just by the back end of it by bone, and I shove it in my mouth and I go running out with Baltimore.
Sure. So as you two run out, you start to see is like past the gate, like over like past the road. You see is like the old man is like, and he's just dragging something just pure white just across the road.
I just look at
over, yelling. I'm like, "What are you doing, Emerald?"
Just help me. Come, let's go.
Okay.
So I run up to it. I realize this is a like.
Yeah.
Is this a dire wolf?
No.
Okay, so it's not that large.
It's just a pack wolf. Yeah.
Okay, so I can like.
It's just large for its size.
Where did you?
Don't worry about it. Let's just help me.
And you can see it's like half skinned. It's dead. It looks like its head is like, dismantled. Like it's half of his body is just skinned, as like the other half is just like.
Grab that
out.
side. I'll grab this side.
I just have the piece of like ham and I just take it out and I just not my pig, not my problem. I start walking back to the inn.
Oh my gosh! I
The
try to.
inn? You mean your
The kid, it's
Yeah.
our inn.
So, Emerald, was that how you?
No.
Cool. I pick up so first I make a perception check if I can, or investigation, whichever, to see if do I see wolves anywhere.
Make an investigation check.
3.
3? No.
Okay. So
Can I also
I
make an investigation?
Sure.
I go to.
Natural one.
No, you guys
So
are like, you're too busy looking at the
Yeah.
like flaming like just.
So I say,
No,
Emerald,
you
fine,
ran
grab
back
that
to
side.
the
I'll
boat.
I'll
You ran
grab
back
this
to the-
side.
Okay,
Okay, so we go to lift it up.
Yeah, so you both lift it up. There's no problems at this point.
we're gone.
Yeah,
So
go
we're-
into the encamp or the
Command.
compound.
As they're-
So you go to pull away like toward the road, and then Baltimore goes to pull back toward the mansion as you guys just like pull on each
I'm
other.
like,
You're
no,
like,
no, don't take us back there. No.
I just shout back.
We can protect ourselves in there.
Shouldn't be messing
From
with
how?
nature, but
From a den of wolves? How?
I
now you know it's a den of wolves.
I sit by the front of the gate, like
What did
with
you
the door open, like ready to shut it if I see a pack of wolves.
So I look at them, I'm like, 15 minus 1.
Because we have walls and
Oh,
there's a
if
gate.
you're standing by the
We
gate,
can
go
close
make
the
an
gate.
investigation check.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a point.
Yeah.
I say that out loud.
Come on.
So I go with him.
Natural 2.
No, you guys don't see it.
I'm
So
watching
you guys
Matthew
start
fumble
like
around.
running back to the gate. You're like holding you guys are at half speed. Dragging this thing along. As all of a sudden, you guys don't need checks at this point. You do see as the wolves have already broken through the forest line, and they're about halfway to you in the gate, and they're charging. So I want everybody to make a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Yeah, them. Yeah.
For once, not.
I again shout out. You really should be messing with nature, buds.
Would you get one?
I don't get disadvantage because I'm not wearing plate mail. I still roll a natural 1.
So
I have a 19.
Walter was like, he like looks over at the wolves and he's like, fuck! And he goes and he trips and he just.
So before he starts tripping, I'm assuming like he's still trying to hold on. I got a 19 on that dexterity, so I'm gonna try to take the weight and like.
I mean, like he drops to the floor and you're like trying to use the momentum to like.
Correct.
bring the cart
Exactly.
around.
Yes.
You're like
Yeah.
trying to do something
Yes,
with it.
exactly.
Make a strength check.
Yeah. All right.
I'm still
sure.
sitting at the gate just eating my ham.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wolves, bud.
19. Wait, plus 3. 22.
22. Yeah, you're able to hold the carcasses now. Like you like lose track of the carcasses now. Like it's being pulled from your grasp as you're like down on the ground. It just like flings over your head, and you're just like, what the? And
So
as
I
you
like
see
whip
like,
it around.
unrolls
Yeah.
He like
I
he's
whip it
looking-
around and I put it on my shoulder. I'm like, get up, man, let's go.
But you do notice that 2 of the wolves are dashing and they have speed. And you guys run. I will need one more dexterity check to see if they can get a pounce on you guys. You get half your movement. Get up.
19.
19.
Yes.
4. You notice they're not going to make it. Like you know that those 2 wolves, at the speed that they're gonna get it.
Wait, me and
No.
him?
Yeah. One got a 23 and the other one got to 18.
Oh.
From
So,
my room, can I see this?
and mind-
I'm
as I-
assuming I'm still like upstairs. Can I see this view?
Ooh! Alright, fine. So Emerald, you're like right at the gate, but you're like looking at this wolf is about to come on you. Baltimore, you get up and you just start like you do like that thing where like you're getting up and you're like trying to catch your footing as you're like you're getting past, and you notice that one is literally coming to cut you off as it jumps up. You notice as you hear a hawk, and then it just comes down. His talons just come around the neck of a wolf and just brings it straight down to the ground.
Oh, lit.
You see his Corvus is there. And he has his hand, like his, like just full-on predator owl right now. As we actually did some research, her owl can actually take down full-grown wolves.
Yeah.
Can I see all this going down from the window?
Yeah, actually, like you look down and you notice that the pack of wolves you see as like 10 or 12 are actually out onto the premises of the actual mansion, but you notice that there's probably another 10 outlining the actual.
Okay, but didn't you say there's two
10 or
that's
12?
charging at them? Like, main two that are ahead of the crowd? So Corvus just took down one of the...
That was about to pounce on Baltimore.
Right, isn't there another one that's like...
It's about to hit Emerald. He's about to make
Well,
another
what
big
I'm saying
thing
is from my point of view in the window, can I grab my bow and attempt to shoot the one that's coming after him?
Yeah. Do you have a longbow?
Yeah.
Dope. Yeah, you're in range.
Okay.
Take the shot. That's smart.
Take the shot! Did she get advantage for technically flanking
16.
ally being there?
16.
Yeah, DC's 13. So you just see as like you release the shot and you just hear as you just see the wolf take roll damage.
I pull out my hand axe just in case this like any of the wolves try to come up to the actual gate.
Oops, it's not anyone I'm trying to
Yeah, that
roll
was
right
pretty
now.
slow.
Yeah.
So that's impressive damage.
Yeah, no. What is this? Is that an 8?
Yeah.
You really
No,
shouldn't
that's
be
not
messing
one.
with
Really?
nature
Is
buds.
this a 10? Is this a 10? No, that's 12. 15 damage.
15 damage?
Mm.
Yeah, you see the wolf just and just goes.
So
Just
do I
drags
see
away.
this or no? Am I still focused on getting...
As far as I'm aware, you're focused on getting past the gate.
Alright.
But at this point, both of you would make it past the gate. As you hear the other wolves start coming around the corner, do you proceed to close the gate?
Yes.
I assume.
So,
either. No.
As I run past, like I see Corvus do this, as I jump up and like I continue to run, I'm just like, Corvus, I owe you another one, and I keep running into the gate.
Sure.
How far is that other is the other wolf from the actual gate?
Like if you're looking at the gate, it's probably like another 10 feet that way.
I mean,
You can go for it. Yeah, but you're gonna make another dexterity save.
So I'm gonna get to the gate.
Or dexterity check.
I'm gonna get to the gate.
Yep.
I'm gonna throw down my half-skinned wolf.
Yep.
I'm gonna make sure these two get in.
Well,
I'm fine.
Oh, it's
you like turn as Baltimore's
I'm
like
at the
running,
gate
but you see
holding
him
the door
thinking
for
in his
you.
head real quick.
Yeah. I'm just like, as I'm running, I'm just like looking at that other wolf.
I
that
just put the hand
she
in
just
my
took
mouth.
out.
Put the hand back in my mouth and I just look over at the tower. I'm just like, good shot.
Are there
Good shot.
are there other wolves that I see coming that I need to try and aim for?
They're pretty slow.
None that look like they're in attacking distance.
I mean, how far is the nearest one from me?
15 feet.
So,
Like, yeah.
Fuck
Like
that. Yeah.
you'd be running in the direction of the actual wolf.
Nope, not worried about it.
Can I take a look back and see the one that she killed?
Yeah, it's about 10 feet to your left.
So I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna like get into the gate and I'm gonna yell out to Cass. I'm gonna say, "Kill 3 more!" I'm gonna say this, and then following that, I'm gonna say, "I found our winter's clothes."
I literally look at Emerald dumbfounded and I'm like, we could have bought some. We have the money.
Okay, are we closing the gate? That's what I need to know.
Yeah,
before
I
this
said that a
conversation
while
starts
back.
happening.
I said that a while back. Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So
I'm holding it
as
waiting
I'm
for
running,
Oh my god, are you gonna try to take on the whole pack? This is bold.
I'm going
I'm
to
shit.
guiding bolt that one that's like 15 feet from the body.
Okay.
He's gonna run and guiding bolt. This is
24.
Okay.
Good job, Corvus.
I forgot what the damage is.
Why? I just look over at Emerald. Why?
We get good skins and fur.
I look at the shit job you did of skinning the first one.
No. It wasn't.
I look over at it. I look at it.
This
I look
conversation's
over at
not
it.
happening yet because he's still mid.
Yeah. So 14.
Yeah, just enough.
Does it go down?
Yeah.
So I run over to the body that's 10 feet away. I pick it up and drag it in.
You there are more right behind it. I said that there was not any within attacking distance of you, but there's more. There's 12 literally within the 15 to 25.
Oh, I thought that was the only one.
No. Because she saw that there was 12 out already on the compound running towards you guys, but there was only 2 fast enough to get to you in time.
Yeah. So screw it. I'll run into the gate. I guess I'll turn around. I'll guiding bolt another one just because.
Sure.
Well, wait. You'd have 2 bodies then, right?
Yeah, there'd be 2 bodies in.
I have
The one that he killed and then the one that Corvus
So
killed.
there's 3 dead.
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
3 then.
Well, the one that I killed is still laying there on the ground because he can't.
Well, wait,
he can't
did
get
Corvus
to it.
actually kill that one?
Not that you see. He
Oh.
took it down
Yeah,
and then
so we have 2
got off.
confirmed.
Well,
See if I can hit this one.
2 plus my 1.
It hits. Natural 15
Yeah.
plus other shit.
No, the 2 is including your one. Corvus's one didn't die.
Well, no, but she killed one that he dying bolted one. And he's
No,
about
I
to
don't
do
think
another
so.
one. He's about to get 4.
Wow, that's like the best roll I think I've ever done at a level 1 guiding bolt.
Is that a 3D printer?
Yeah.
18.
Wow.
That's what we were talking about.
yeah, it killed it.
Okay, so now there's 3 bodies out there.
You guys close the gate. As you see the other wolves kind of stop almost at their own dead, and they start walking around it. They're looking inside of the gate. However, you do see, or you're the only one that actually will see it because you guys were in the gate. But you do see as coming up on the actual forest line, you notice that there is one wolf that is almost 3 to 4 times bigger than every other wolf in there
You are so dumb.
Back in the forest.
on the forest line. And you see as he just kind of pokes his head out and he looks around.
Clearly we hear this, right?
Yeah, and it goes
It's
for a
loud.
long, loud time. As the other ones, they all just kind of like bow their heads, like just in submission. As this lone wolf does this owl or howl. And at the end of it, you see as the other wolves, you see 2 or 3 of them go to each wolf. As you begin to see them start dragging the dead carcasses back into the forest.
I'll run downstairs out of the house out into the outer area where they're at.
I'll be
Like-
up on the wall.
What the hell did
So
you
you
guys
go up to
do?
the wall.
Because there's a wolf.
You'll hear
3
it at the very
times.
end, and you'll see it, like
Okay.
just as it goes to pull back into
Yeah.
the forest.
What the hell did you all do? There's a wolf 3 times the size of these ones that you just killed that made that howl.
Just to clarify, this is not a we thing. This is an
This
emerald
was an
thing.
emerald.
Well, it is
wolf
now
thing.
because now we have an enemy
God
in a
damn.
pack of wolves.
I pick up the white
Against
one
this
that's on the
compound.
ground. I start heading out. Of
No.
the.
I'm holding on to it. I never let it go.
Okay, so like you go over to like pick up and Emerald's like Pocahontas style, like over the wolf. Like, what are you doing?
No, I'm still holding it. I haven't let it go.
Okay, like holding it on the side.
Yeah.
Emerald.
As you
No,
see, like
you have no room.
part of
already
the
destroyed
skin is, like,
everything.
Emerald, you're being dumb.
You have destroyed everything.
And you caused us a new enemy.
How many enemies did you cause us? Don't you dare.
Let's actually
Don't you dare.
Let's count this up. How many enemies have I caused us? Let's count this up. Did I infect the gods? No.
No, that's not directly on me.
Well, yeah. but
No!
You had it.
No!
You had to go and talk to guy.
Absolutely
So
not.
whatever.
Mm-mm.
But go ahead. Yeah. Name my enemies that I've created for us.
No, my memory receives me. I can't
Exactly.
remember.
I can tell you one that you just did. A dire wolf.
Okay. I can
Go
become
put
a-
it back.
I can become a
Put
diver.
it back where you.
Since
Yeah,
you
that's
said
why
that
you didn't need to do this.
Saw it as it was retracting in.
I will force the dire wolf.
Does
out of
it
the dead wolf? out
Look
of
like
his
a normal dire wolf,
So
or
it's not
does
a
the
diver.
size?
Oh, it exceeds a dire wolf.
Okay. By how much? Like I know you said like 2 to 3 times a normal one,
It's,
but
no,
a
it's
dire.
like 3 to 4 times a normal wolf.
Okay, so a
but,
dire
like,
wolf is like a
Twice
two
the
times the size
like
of a
2
normal
to 3
one.
times, and this one's 3 to 4. So this one's overly.
Yeah,
like,
but
if it is a
three to 4 to a normal, so it's about 2 times the size of a dire wolf.
yeah,
of a
yeah,
regular dire.
that works. Yep.
Okay.
So I
I will
Here-
force
Yeah,
the
that's-
wolf out of his
that's-
hand.
So I'm up on the
Yeah.
up on the wall, and I'm just turning around like that ain't no direwolf. Straight up.
So they can talk. I'm gonna go finish my skinning job.
No, I will pin him to the ground.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll initiatives. That's my life, dude.
I'll let you go first.
15.
I got 16.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, you guys know what to do. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So I will try and force.
I mean,
the...
what do you?
I don't. What do you want to do?
So
I'm gonna try and force the wolf out of his hands.
I walk down next to Cass as I see this tuffle begin.
Okay, so you're trying to hold him down.
No, I'm trying to like take the
Oh.
wolf out of his hand.
Okay, so make a
10 gold on
make
my
an
phone.
attack roll and beat his AC. Or you know what? Make a dexterity check. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Can I make a strength check instead? Because I'm just trying to pull it out.
No, because you got to grab it first.
They listen to you. They don't listen to me. I don't know why you're looking at me.
Y'all are stupid. Why'd you bring this wolf inside the compound?
I'm trying to give it back.
What'd you get?
No, in all honesty, we should just let him
I
have
only
it.
got 13.
17.
17, 13. So yeah, you go to like grab. You're like, give it to me, and he's like, no.
Look,
And I run in the
just,
house.
Rahun, just let him have it. If he decides that this is his winter clothes, then fine. He can walk around in bloody wolfskin. And if the wolves decide to come back, we throw him out in the bloody wolfskin.
Whatever.
So I walk into the house and I finish my skinning job.
You are not taking that
Right
in
in
the
the
house.
kitchen, just or what?
You are not. If I see
I'll
him
take
start.
it to. Okay, so you know, like most areas have like an outside cleaning. He's got a forge. It's
I do
connected
not
to the
allow
house.
him to use it.
I'm
I
not
do
going in
allow
his
you to use
forge.
it.
I'll go out near
Whatever
the,
is
near the
around my
garden.
forge or in my forge, I do not
I'll
allow
go
him to
where
use
there's
it.
like a trough of water or something.
And
so
I mean,
can
in all
skin it
honesty,
and,
like it's meat that we
you
can
don't have an area of
keep
water
for later.
no area. Okay, well
I'm not saying this is the best option. I'm
get
saying
away
that
from
this
them,
is just what
but
it is.
still outside.
If we hand
and,
back
like,
something that's
skin it.
half skinned, they're gonna be even more pissed off.
But
So
they'll
I finish.
have.
I like do the best job that I can finish skinning.
I understand your
Make a
concern,
survival check.
100%.
Survival.
Bro, XP.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
So the rest of it, actually, like the little tugs and pulls that you did,
Yeah.
almost seems to like just cleanly just as like the rest of the fur just comes off pristine.
Oh,
Like it almost seems like no blood happens to get on that.
And whatever
Take out
this
my
little,
black
little
obsidian
like
horse and I start heading to Atlas.
Okay, so you just
I don't even wait for anybody.
How do
You don't
conjure
even
the
know
horse?
where it is. I know where we're
my
going.
Black obsidian horse.
yeah. How'd you conjure it?
I pulled it out and set the command word.
Sure. What is it?
It's like whippoorwill.
In what language?
Is it draconic? Okay.
So you get it going.
I don't know
I don't know
draconic.
how I knew that.
No,
I
I think
taught you.
I think
taught you.
yeah, I
What
think
You
she
know.
taught you.
Okay, so then I say the command word. And
All right, so
leave
you
my
just
obsidian.
open up the gate again.
Yeah, I'll leave. I
Alright,
don't want
so
to be here.
You see as he gets on his obsidian steed and just bolts.
They might attack you. Just wait.
I leave.
Oh my gosh.
So you leave. You start in the house.
Does any of them seem like they attack me?
You don't see any. They
I-
seem to have already receded into
I
the
just
forest.
look over to the forest and I just say sorry, and I
Hands up. Sorry.
yeah seriously shrugs and everything sorry, and I just
So you
start
finish
heading
skinning
to
this
Atlas.
wolf.
I clean the rest of it off. I make it like
Oh, it looks good.
yeah,
Where's my purple?
and then I like feeling like that I'm still cold. I like put it on.
Sure. I mean, like you still gotta get it like leather work.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you still gotta,
Okay, so I'll
like
do
right now
that.
you're just putting like dead skin on.
That's fine. I'll
Like-
still put it on. Feel that nature, and then
Okay.
I'll do the leather work.
Sure. Are you even know how to do that?
I think I've come across some trades,
No.
but I'm not proficient enough to do it myself.
You'd have to do it. You'd have to get it paid. You'd have to pay to get it done.
Sure.
But now you have a pristine white fur. As you see, as like he takes off, that he's like looks at it and he's just like, "What are you doing?" Because you also have a dead wolf carcass right in front of you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like finish, skinning the meat and stuff. Or not skinning the meat, but like.
Do you have butcher capabilities?
Okay, so how much of if I'm a druid and I'm in the forest, I can't decarcass an animal? I've never learned that.
Druids help animals.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
you're
something
like
that
the
I never did.
anti-druid.
Yeah, you're anti-druid right
You're
now.
a total anti-druid.
Yeah, dude. No, I mean skinning. I could say you can. I mean anybody has basic knowledge. You want to cut into the skin and just get the surface layer. You can skin it to the best of your ability. But to actually know what type of meat is actually edible, what can you use from the carcass, what's actually not carcass, where's the intestines that you need to be able to pull it out of, that's a butcher work.
Fine. I'll add that to the list of things that I need to do in Atlas.
So you're gonna carry this carcass with you now.
Sure.
Oh my gosh.
Dope. Okay.
This is why I left without.
I haven't left the compound.
No, you're still at the compound.
Yeah.
So you see as Emerald's now looking at the carcass, and you see as he pulls out another parchment, he's just like.
So do we have one horse?
Currently,
That
yeah.
we got? Well, Emerald can get himself into town. He left already. Can we get on the horse and go to town?
Is the horse big enough for both of us?
Without your armor, yeah, it'd be able to sustain both of you.
Okay.
I'm saying otherwise we have to walk.
Yeah, I
I'm sure
guess.
we do, but because we don't have any other. I don't think. Yeah, neither of us have any other mode to get there.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll go tell Atreya what just happened. And say that we're gonna go into town, I guess, to do the things that we were going to do. Can you open and close the gate for us?
Yeah.
Alright. Just don't open the gate until, we come back or whatnot.
Agreed.
So I'll go grab the horse. I'll grab Cass, throw her on there. Look at Emerald and just be like, "You fucking idiot."
So I go and I'm gonna wrap up the carcass in as big of a cloth as I can find.
Yeah, a bed sheet?
Sure.
Yeah, which one?
I wonder
Wait a minute. So were we just sleeping on wood and
No, that's what I said. You have bed sheets that are cloth, that
Yeah.
you can use up, but that's the biggest cloth that you
That's
can
fine.
get. Alright, so which bed are you taking it from?
mine?
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So-
That's surprising.
Yeah, alright, so you take yours off, you pull it off,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big enough for you to wrap the carcass in, sure.
And then I'm gonna gather the flyers that I made.
This is
Also,
why we can't have nice
preface-
things to all of
preface.
y'all.
in my the flyers that I made.
We're gone, by the way. We left.
In the flyers that I made, I included
As we're just going
like
around,
I
the
next
understand.
morning.
Sure.
I would have looked and
much would it
tried
cost?
to remake some of the
20,
not
50
remake but
gold?
Not
correct
we don't have it.
some
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
spelling
you correct the
errors.
majority of them.
And then
Okay.
on it I say for inquiries find us at, and then I list the God, what's that one place?
Sorry,
Just
Griffin.
a local tavern that we've been to in Atlas before.
Wet whistle.
Sure.
Yeah. And I'll just post up there once I get there.
Right.
But so I get all of my things together, my lists, put my list in my pocket, the flyers I've got the carcass wrapped up, and then outside I'll take all of this, transform into an eagle, flyers in my mouth, my beak, carcass on my talons.
Oh.
And then
Wet whistle is right across from Finny Glories. So
Okay,
I think I was thinking of the Vicious Brewery. Is that the one that's right down the street from the Soaring Griffin? Okay. I just mixed it.
fly to Atlas.
So you guys all see is after some time you see the eagle that is Emerald just pass all of you.
And then I'm going to make just once I get to Atlas, I can trip around Atlas, dropping these flyers.
So you drop all the.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, it might be directions. I don't know.
in my time in Atlas, would I have
3
heard
books for 3 different
of like,
things.
or like passed by where a butcher would have been?
I mean, basics. I mean, like, there's a butcher. This Alice is so big. Like, they
Yeah.
have different merchants
Multiple
and
butchers.
yeah. So you know of a butcher.
Okay, so I'm gonna take myself as an eagle and this carcass down, and I'll come to the butcher, and I'll go to like get to the front door of the butcher, and then like come into myself, pick up the carcass, and then go
Yeah.
into the butcher.
I mean, you get to the butcher and you see like different variety of like pigs hanging down, chickens, cows, lambs.
Yeah.
And you walk into the door but it's actually just like an open space as you pass the door. You're like, okay.
Yeah.
And you just see him as he's there. Just,
More than a normal horse? Don't know.
Hello, good sir.
oi.
How much would it be to butcher and gather and quarter the remains of this animal?
I bring it over.
So I bring it.
So he like puts it on the ground. He's like, alright. A canine?
How much?
What type of man are you? Not many people can do this. 400 gold.
400?
Take it somewhere else.
How about you give me as much of the meat and bones for about 75, and then the rest you can keep or discard.
I can do that now. You see, as he gets a butcher knife, he just kind of just starts hacking off like the bottom half of the wolf, and then he just gets like the butt, the hind legs, and like the tail.
Does he like at least like get it to where it's like in a way that like
Yeah.
nope.
75 gold.
Got any like wax paper or anything to put this in?
He looks over at your cloth and he just kind of just.
You got any water? Any water?
100 gold.
No.
75 gold.
For water?
For the carcass.
For the okay. Give him. Wait, do you have water or not?
No.
So like coming in, did I see that he's got water anywhere in there?
Yeah, he's got water.
Yeah, so I like look over at the water. You just get like maybe like a pail of water. What's it to you, man? Just want to clean the cloth, clean off some of this meat. You just got at least 75 or more % of this.
Of a canine I can't even sell.
I'll come back and buy it from you. How about that?
Alright.
I can't promise when.
Alright. He pulls out a pail of water. So you coming back then?
Yes. Any way you could salt and dry it?
Oh, I'll have the salt and prepped ready for you.
How much would it be when I come back? I need to know how much I'm gonna have to bring.
325 gold.
Can't do anything less for me. What if I bring you something? What do you like?
Various ales.
Such as, can I find them here in Atlas?
It's too dumb.
You bring it, I'll negotiate price.
Sounds good. Maybe we can drink over it.
Aye, maybe.
Okay, aye. So I take my ale, no, my water, my pail of water, clean up the bit of canine that he gave me, the cloth, wrap it up, and I say, thank you so much, good day to you.
Well, good day.
Yeah, I leave.
As you leave. You get to Atlas. What are you doing?
I'm going to whatever tavern has a bulletin board for work.
So how much faster is his horse compared to our horse? Is it drastically faster? Okay, alright. Because I was gonna say we would be trying to catch up to him.
No, his. 2 people, 1 regular horse to his obsidian steed. You know that the taverns don't really have a a bounty board. But you know that there are various places like
I'll find one near one, outside or something.
yeah, like you see like a main bounty board like in the middle of the town.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wait right there for people to start.
Oh, there's like multiple people there. They're all just kind of looking at it, taking it. You see a couple people like take off, you know, some flyers and whatnot. It's a whole bunch of people there.
Okay, I'll just start yelling out. Who's looking for guard work? Guard work that isn't in Atlas. Personal guard work. You get to live at the estate where you're guarding. You have your own barracks. Food will be supplied to you. Pay is negotiable.
You see a girl and a gentleman come up.
Good day.
I hear you're looking for a guard.
Yes.
Never mind. I don't want to work for somebody like that. They walk away.
Good day. Guard work.
You see the girl kind of come up. She goes, "Guard work?"
Yeah. It's just you?
The majority of the people are here for the bounties, but I wouldn't mind settling in one place for a little bit.
You got a party?
No.
What's your name?
LeVar?
What can you do?
I'm handy with a variety of things.
Can you fight?
Yeah.
How are you with specters and ghosts?
I've encountered them once or twice.
Do they scare you?
No.
Do you bother things that aren't your business? Do you disrupt nature at all?
Only if it attacks me.
Alright. Pay is negotiable. We'll talk about it. I'm not the main person who deals with finance. I'm just the recruit. Hit me.
Hit you.
Yes, I want to see how hard you hit. Do you want to be paid in gold?
Okay.
Do you want to settle down somewhere that's nice? And
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit me.
That's fine. Okay. Sure. You allow her to hit you.
Yes.
She does 32 points of damage.
Holy shit!
And
Nice.
she just kind of.
She joined our party.
She's like, she put your hand on like your shoulder. She's like, "Are you sure?"
Yes.
And, like before you even respond, she just.
You're hired.
Sorry.
You're fine. No, you're fine. You're hired.
Okay.
Your first task.
Where do you want me to stay?
Go to the wet whistle. Meet you there. Find anybody else who might hit as hard as you.
Yeah. I'm about $10, 10 gold pieces a day. I don't know if that means anything.
Like I said, we'll talk about pay. I'm not the finance guy.
She
I'm the
walks
muscle. Thank you.
Okay. So
I catch my breath. Guard work.
You see as a kind of kid comes up, and he's like, "Reporting for duty."
Yeah. So like if a regular
I immediately
soldier
pat
is
him on
like
the head.
10, then we put 15.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Send it to work.
I'm good.
What can you do?
I can find things.
Hold out your hand. I punch his hand.
You
Give
put it
about
down.
like I hit him in the hand. 25% strength.
Like what? Like so he's like holding out his hand like this. How are you?
I grab his hand and I hold it
okay.
off like that, and I just 25% hit him in the hand.
Okay. Well, damn it.
You break his hand.
It would be. I'm assuming
Now
just
we
a
have a
D4.
lawsuit.
Just like a D4, because again, I'm not trying to do anything lethal. I'm just like a.
No,
just
do
like
your full damage.
with a. Yeah, it's just D4 for.
Oh
punching,
yeah,
right?
that's fine. Yeah. Go
Yeah.
for it.
Four
I thought it was for your monk. You have a D6.
Well, you'd still add your
I
strength.
can add either. I can do either my strength or my dexterity. This I'm just doing just strength, not trying to put.
No, I meant like
You would still add that though.
Okay, so
to the
then
D4.
whatever the damage is.
Okay, it was just. So, do you want me to use dexterity then for my monk
Sure.
stuff?
Whatever.
Okay, so it's seven little points of just punching.
Whichever one. Yeah. So 7.
7 points of just punching
So
in
he
the
goes,
You gonna cry?
No.
Okay, you can do some work for me. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Let it shake it out. I'm not. Yeah. Okay. You're not gonna be fighting. What's your name?
Leroy.
Leroy. It's very Leroy Jenkins by chance.
No.
Okay. Well,
I just have one request, sir, please.
what is it, Leroy?
Can you just send all the money to my sister?
Why? Spit it out.
We're homeless.
Who's your sister?
Her name's Kyla.
Okay, and where does she reside now?
So he kind of like gestures over to like the alleyway that's like kind of in the corner. As like you see another little girl. She like you see Leroy's probably like 13, 12. She's like 6 to 8, and you can tell like she's in rags, and like you can tell like he just kind of like he's just like there.
I gestured for her to come over.
Oh yeah, so she just kind of like.
Do I need to crouch down to her eye level, or am I?
No, you.
I'm not her eye level,
You
right?
crouch
Yeah,
a little
okay.
bit. I mean, she's smaller than you.
Hello, little one.
Hi.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
I pull out some rations and some food for both of them.
She just.
No,
and they just start scarfing it. Or she does, and he's just like.
Leroy, eat. You are fine.
Thank you. And they just start eating.
You are a valiant soldier. Now, where have your
How old is
parents?
this kid?
Like 13, 14.
Oh my god.
Where are your parents?
We don't have parents, sir!
Mm.
That's why we offer
Very well.
jobs and homes.
I know.
And you want to
No,
work, you
I'm
said.
just saying.
Yes, we're willing to work!
Very well.
Or I'm willing to work!
Leroy, you are quite a rambunctious little kid. Full of enthusiasm, and I like that. You seem to be loyal to your sister, and you seem to do whatever you need to do. And I appreciate that kind of work. I will allow you to work for us. On one request I have. You keep the little one safe at all costs.
Yes?
Now, Leroy, drop the soldier act for a second. This is your family I'm talking about. You need to make sure she is safe at all times. I pull out 10 pieces of gold. I hand it to him real quick. Say, Leroy, this is your first test. With this gold, I will allow you to do whatever you want with it. But heed my words. Family is important. Loyalty is important. And hard work is important. Do what you wish with that. Meet at the wet whistle.
What whistle? Cool. And he goes to run away. He's like, wait. What time?
Dinner time. Evenings. Probably 8 or 9. If you can't get in, wait by the front doors.
I'm sorry. So we all woke up at 5. The whole
Like
bullshit.
in the morning, yeah.
The whole bullshit with him was what, like maybe 5:30, because we kind of immediately went into all that. So what time of the day is it that we're getting there? Granted, he's there like what, an hour before we are.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're probably getting there like at noon.
Okay.
It takes about half a day, and I mean,
What time
you
would
guys
I,
woke up earlier.
Nobody said any kind of time, so I'm just guessing.
what time would I have gotten there as an eagle?
9, 8, 9, somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's only like 2 or 3 hours for you.
Also, on those flyers, I would have put meet at like around the time of like 10 to 11.
Sure.
So like mid-morning.
Sure.
So after the butcher, I go and I find the leather worker.
Just for clarification, what time do I know it is then?
For you got there probably around like 11.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it took me a while. Alright, yeah. It takes a while to get there. Okay, then
We're still trying.
instead I'll tell them
Just
to meet there. I was thinking it was still early morning that I got there, so I'll tell them instead just by like 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So
And he takes her by the hand, and they go running off.
that's fine.
Oh yeah, it was.
So what are you guys doing?
Do we arrive to the town?
Yeah, you get there.
I continue with the guard work. Guard work.
So
I just did it for the
No, yeah.
couple.
I know that there's a place that has like mercs and stuff like that, and it's around the center near the guard post, right? Or was that the poor district? The place that I know about was because I know like the main bounty board's in the center.
Yep.
But where was this merc place at?
The mercenary area.
Yeah.
It's like it's more toward like the poor area, but
Okay. I don't know which one Rahun would be at. He'd either be at one of these 2 locations. No. He would have to go to the first one, because I told him that there was a bar with mercs. Not where it is. I know where it is, he doesn't. So we might be in the town center.
Okay, let's try there.
Alright.
I'm also not being quiet. So.
We'll go to the town center to where the
Sure. As you guys get to the town center, you notice that there's very off-site of two kids that kind of run by you, and you see it as like they have like a good chunk of gold, which is just very odd because you could tell they're homeless, but they had a large chunk of gold.
10 is a large.
For them.
To them.
Fair.
I mean, you gotta think
they
their
probably
hands
stole
probably.
something.
Fair.
So coming into the center, do we see Rowan?
Yeah, and he's just there. He's like, guard duty.
So I climb off and I say, Cass, why don't you take the horse with you? Because I don't know where Emerald is, so that way at least you can travel a bit quicker. Rahon, have you had any luck with anything?
Yeah. I got a few people. One douchebag who said he didn't want to work for me. So, but I've been sending them to the wet whistle. If you want to just wait for them, I'll send them, and then you can interview them. Oh, there's a woman there too. She hits really, really hard.
What's her name?
History check to try and remember her name.
I mean, would you have remembered it?
Half-heartedly.
It was like Navarth something.
Nirvana.
Nirvana.
Yeah. Nirvana, something like that. I don't know.
What does she look like? Is she human?
I give him a vague description of what she looks like.
She was like in a tunic. She had like a beaded, hair, like very long hair, just beaded all the way down.
Any weapons? The
Not
weapons
that you saw.
The weapons I would have definitely.
You didn't see any.
Okay, cool.
Elf human.
Elf human.
Would you have looked at that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Half elf.
Because me being a dwarf, immediately I'd be like, "Are you an elf?" So I'd look for the ears.
Half elf.
Half elf.
Okay. Anybody else?
Few kids. 2 kids, homeless. One's
One's a boy, one's a girl.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Kid looks seems very promising. He looks like he's just trying to take care of his sister, and I want to give him the opportunity.
All right. Okay. I guess I'll head to the wet whistle then.
Yeah.
And I'll look for this Nirvana person.
Okay, sounds good. She said 10 gold per day or something like that. So again, I said I'm not the finance guy.
Sure. All right. I'll start heading there.
Guard work.
I'll ask a guard that's like one of the city guard, and just be like, hey,
Guard work.
how you doing
Board
today?
included.
Is there any way I could bother you for a moment?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Well, I have a little bit of an interest of maybe joining the guard. I was just curious, what's your guys' pay like? Like, what do you guys get benefits, or do you have like they put you in like barracks or feed you or anything like that? Like, what does that all entail?
We get about 15 gold per day. Basic wages is probably about that, depending on your rank and whatnot.
So like starting at the bottom is 15
about
gold?
15 gold.
That's,
Yeah.
that's pretty decent.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's awesome. Supports the family.
As far as an economy would be concerned, what would be through my 2 weeks being there and working, what would be awful wages, mid wages, like good pay? Like what would be that?
Like
rough?
basic wages, you're looking at about like 5 gold a day.
Okay.
10 is like okay, so like equated like 5 would be like minimum wage.
Okay.
10 gold pieces would probably be like $10 an hour, $15 an hour.
Okay.
15 gold a day, you're probably
Exactly.
looking at like a little bit of management, like assistant management type deals. Anything like 20 and up, you're looking at like, okay, like you got a significant
You're
pay.
white collar.
Yeah, you're white collar.
All right.
So, and you know that working with Finn and Glory, you were getting paid 20 gold a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Just here in the distance while he's still talking to the guard. We'll treat you like human beings, not just somebody who works for the city. Home cooked meals.
I let him do the spiel as far not that I'm blatantly I don't really care
Sure.
about the rest of it. I was just mainly intriguing about that. But I'm like, okay, and where would I go to, if I wanted to sign up or anything like that? He tells me I don't care. I don't pay attention.
Guildhall.
Yeah. Okay, Guildhall. Okay. Awesome. Thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate your information and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
absolutely, man.
You have a great day.
Look forward to doing a shift with you.
Yeah. Look, could be fun. Yeah, absolutely.
We might remember your name.
Shake
You
his
won't
hand.
just
Thank
be
you very
a-
much.
Sure.
And I'll
Even
continue
Sack
on to the
Shield.
wet whistle.
So you go to the White Whistle.
Yeah.
People that come up, they're kind of like just basic. Like some of them like haven't even traveled. A lot of them are there for just bounties.
But again, I'm waiting for people to come up to me still.
No, that's what.
Oh, those people. Who are
Yeah,
coming
that's
up
what
to me?
those are the people that are coming up to you. Like you look at them, and you're like, you've done like basic, like what? Like you've gone from city to city, like.
I'll say that the ones who I know are more of like doing basic chores worthy. I'm like, you need people who can guard, not sweep.
See them like kind of walk away. Like you see some that just kind of like look at the bounty board and they're like, and like you see it, they're like walk away as they're like looking at some of the bounties. Like,
Some of them I see, I'll just like casually just like look up at some of the bounties. I will also investigate these bounties, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, like you see,
I've been there for a little bit.
a lot of them are like a lot of them are like $5 grand and up.
Nice.
And these are like wanted people. You do.
Do I see my own face on there?
No.
Good.
Yeah.
I would definitely tear that.
But
might
you see
keep it
like
up. I don't know.
multiple layers of like different wanted ads. You do see like some monsters that people are looking to salvage, or what's the word? Scavenge from harvest. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like you see various ones. You do see like
Any for white dragon?
no, before dragons.
Okay.
You do see is like some people like there's some basic ones that are like 50, 100 gold.
Yeah.
That like are basic like chores. Like can you go to this place, pick
Yeah,
up
yeah,
this
yeah.
thing, bring it back to me.
You're a messenger more
Yeah.
than anything. Definitely the ones who seem to get discouraged by like the bigger bounties. I'm just like, you might want to bronze up a little bit there, boy. I'll just like dance my pecs a little bit. Like, I can teach you.
Are you doing anything, babe?
Standing out with the horse.
She just like stands there like leaning in her body.
You're looking for servants.
Okay.
So I would have shown her the flyers like before. And
Well,
we
you're
were-
so where are you going after the?
No, this was yesterday. I meant, like,
Yeah, so you know about the flyers, but what are you doing?
So if I would have gotten there at 9, I would have spent 30 minutes with the butcher, and then I would have
paid
gone
like
to the leather maker, and try to like.
It's only 100%.
I would ask the butcher before leaving, where can I find the leather maker?
But
Oh, it tells you like right down the street, right?
So I go down the street.
Okay. And you see is like you see a girl, she's like out there with like leather, and she's like beating it, whatnot.
So it's probably around like 9:30, 45.
What are you doing, BJ?
So I'm asking her how much, or what can you do for me with this? And I like present the white fur.
Oh, I see.
I would like to wear this for winter apparel.
I see. Winter. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say 150 gold. I'll do it for you right now.
Darling, how about 100?
100.
Yes.
So we don't have to like.
Fine. 100 gold it is.
Okay. How long will it take?
A couple days.
Gold.
Okay, I'll leave it with you and pick it up in a few days.
Absolutely.
worst case, we
Can I
go
have your
down
word?
One
Yeah.
couple of
Put my hand out,
You have your word.
and in that hand I
I mean,
have
if
the
you say
100 gold.
5,
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
5 grand,
Give it to her.
5 grand.
I leave it with her. In your name, madam.
Evelyn.
Bounty.
Evelyn. I take note of my surroundings.
Evelyn.
Evelyn, good day to you.
I bet you do take note of your surroundings.
Yes. Good day to you.
And you leave.
Yes. And with that, I go to the white whistle.
The white whistle?
Yeah. And like I hopefully I get there by 10, so I'm like ready to start because
But
Yeah,
these
you
flyers-
actually like you
So-
get to the wet whistle and
Yeah.
you see like a line coming out
Oh,
from like the wet
wonderful.
whistle as like you see like some girls like you see some like they're like all like
so
they're all like bar
Yes.
maiden types
Yes.
like different.
Yes. So the
different
description
girls.
that I included it was quite well.
She's not gonna be that good. No.
I mean,
You do actually see a blonde-haired, blue-eyed twin,
Set.
very set, supple. Yeah.
And do I see a couple as well?
Yeah, you see a couple couples.
Yes.
Yeah. Like,
So
you see some like older couples, like some older couples.
Very good. So knowing that it's 10 o'clock, I've got my list, I've got my things. I get close to the line, and then like I make myself as like the interviewer. So like I like kind of just like gather myself, not the fact that I like just had a bloody.
Make a performance check.
Fantastic.
So what are you doing, babe?
Well, I guess I'm trying to find help. They're looking for guards. I'm trying to find somebody that can help.
Okay.
20 non-natural.
20 not natural.
I'm assuming she'll find one of those flyers that BJ
Yeah,
drops,
you-
right?
Even
You-
including the kids that he found? Because they're going to be help. They're not going to be guards.
Like stable children.
Okay.
I feel like their payment's gonna be like, hey, we're gonna give you food
Correct.
and a roof over your head.
Exactly.
Because now
Exactly.
you are now raising children.
Yes.
We are now raising children.
We're parents.
Correct.
Yes.
It's not even that though. It's like we can use them
As we
to like
drag
be
in
around
a
the
dead
house,
wolf.
though.
Hey kid, come over here and help me real
Yeah.
quick.
I'll be the grandpa.
Exactly.
So you do
Get the
after a
older
while
couple.
see
Have
like
the kids help
a
out.
variety of wanted posters
they
that
won't
Emerald
use
made.
that.
Like you can definitely look at it. You're like, oh yeah, this is Emerald, and it's telling everybody to go to the White Whistle or the Wet Whistle. So you three end up getting to the Wet Whistle as you see Emerald is like you see a line out the front as like it's chaotic in there, as in like
I would have already
like-
been there like an hour or two.
yeah,
'Cause they
yeah,
got
like
there.
you've just been like, you know, interviewing people,
Yes.
and like you walk in and like there's still a line, the door's just like wide open as people are drinking. It's like a flurry
Yes.
in there as like the bartender's like, somebody call more help, I need more people, like you know, like he's like going
I'll start
nuts.
helping. I'll start.
I thought you were back at the town. You haven't gone there yet.
Oh, you said you three, and you said you
You
saw
three.
them, saw him, because I thought you were
Oh,
saying.
sorry. So
Yeah,
you
sorry, I
three are
thought-
all at the Wet Whistle,
Okay.
and you two see him as he's like sitting at like one of the corner tables, and he's just sitting there. He's like,
I've got my notes. I'm taking my notes.
and like each person, he's like,
So I see Cass roll up, and I just grab the horse and I tie it off outside. I walk in. Do I see the kids out there by chance?
yes, yeah. You see the kids as they're not inside. They're kind of like sitting by the door, and they're just kind of like, you see the girl. She's just kind of there, and she's just kind of like looking around and whatnot. And you see the kid. He's just kind of like there, and he's like, you can tell he's eagerly waiting for something.
Yeah. So I walk up to the kids. Actually, so I turn to Cass as I notice the kids and I help Cass off the horse and I say, okay, so apparently Rahon is hiring those two kids. I'm gonna let you talk to them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go try to find some woman named Nirvana. No, I walk inside
Okay,
as
so,
I'm like scooting through people.
Yeah.
Pardon me, coming through.
so I'll approach the kids and go kind of crouch down by them. More addressed like the little girl and her brother. Be like, what are your names?
My name is Leroy, and this is my sister Kyla.
Nice to meet you both. I'm Cass.
Hi.
It seems that it is Rahun, my friend, that hired you both.
Never gave him my name.
The dwarf.
Yes, the dwarf.
Oh, and he goes to like tap Kyla. He like gets up and he's like, I'm reporting for duty. I'm here.
Oh my god.
It's okay, you can relax. At ease, soldier. I'm Cass, and it's our estate that you'll be staying at.
Oh, good. I just have one request, ma'am.
What would that be?
I want all the money to go to my sister.
Okay, we'll take care of you both, okay?
Okay.
Did you eat today? Do you have food?
Yes. The dwarf gave us some food.
Good.
On that humble stuff, brah.
Can you tell him a message from me, please?
I can do that.
He gave me 10 gold and I turned it to 50.
Yo, dude, yo, yes.
What? How?
Yes.
I'm impressed.
So totally impressed. Took a shot and it stuck.
Well, you are quite clever. How did you do that?
It's better not ask questions, ma'am.
Oh, I love this kid. I love this kid.
He's a hustler.
Oh, dude, he's gonna be my apprentice.
So
Unintentional
this is how we
blind.
pay the other everybody.
Correct.
Oh, he's
The
gonna
young
be my
man's a
apprentice.
hustler.
In that case, I'll leave it be. I'm going to look for some other people to help us, okay?
Okay, what do I do with this 50 gold, ma'am?
Well, hold on to it for now and don't say it so loud that you have that gold, that you're carrying it around.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's not boast.
Um,
Am I
I'm not
supposed
there.
to just wait out here, ma'am?
Well, you can come inside if you want to be warm.
They won't let us out in without parents.
Okay. Is it cold outside?
Yeah, it's fairly chilly. I mean, the wind, it started turning to fall. I mean, you're probably looking at 70, 60
And
degrees.
they're like hardly wearing anything.
Yeah.
Face.
Loin.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Do I have any? I don't have any extra robes, do I?
I don't know, do you?
No.
I do.
I only have like
What did
one.
you-
Would it be okay
Take them in
if at some
yourself.
point I got to start?
I mean, at some point
Still
I
take
will,
them in
yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the plan is to get you all there. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if they'll let them come in with me.
Sure.
Like tell the people at the front that.
Yeah, I mean, like you get in there,
Kids
they're
are-
pretty busy enough at this point to where they're like,
Yeah, sure.
like they look, yeah, exactly, yeah, sure, whatever you want, like as long as you watch them.
Alright, come on, stay with me.
Not our problem right now.
As a backstory, she would know that I keep at least an extra pair of cloth because I died, and I'm always afraid that I'm not gonna have clothes. So, just putting that out there.
Got you. Okay, so you go inside. You're looking for a long braided
The
lady.
half elf.
And you see her. She's like in the corner. She's like just literally like got like some food. She's got like a drink, and she's just kind of like this.
So I walk up to her. Hello, is your name Nirvana?
You got the wrong person.
A dwarf send you here?
I was hired by a dwarf, or at least that was spoken to me.
Okay, I'm the person that's in charge of the financial.
Ah, I see. Okay.
What is your name?
So she like puts herself set. She's like,
What is your name?
oh, my name is Lavarth.
Lavar.
So wrong. Totally. But again, it's not Rahun's problem.
Okay. You mind if I sit with you?
Yes, please. And she like goes to pull out the chair for you.
So I sit down, and I say, can I insight check her? And I want to see if you know how somebody who is a labor worker their entire life, they have that
Like
tell.
callous skin.
Yeah,
things
exactly.
Like that.
Can I see if she's like
Weathered.
I guess weathered, like Battleborn, not
Sure.
Battleborn, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Battle
going for.
Ford.
Yeah, that. That's pretty good. Insight. It's 27.
You can tell she's been through some fightings.
Yeah.
You can tell like she's she has like bloody knuckles, like just calloused. You can tell like her hands are super rough. You can tell like she has like a couple scars, like down like in a lower neck region area. But for the most part, she looked like you can tell like the deep lines in her face, like from the stress of. You can tell she's been through some fights.
Okay. Do you have any family?
Nope.
By yourself?
Yes.
Where are you from?
Seth.
You ever died before?
Some might say.
Have you ever lost a comrade in battle?
Many.
Do you hold that guilt with you?
Only one.
Always.
Are you somebody who takes shit?
I don't take no shit.
Do I get a stern feeling when
Yeah.
she responds to that?
Yeah.
Can I just randomly snap in the background?
No.
Okay. It's not timed in the right.
Oh.
So, here's a job. We have an estate just outside of town, just been built. We're looking to hire, at the current moment, at least 8 guards.
Cool.
Hopefully up to a max of 12. We have an establishment built, barracks and such like that. Everybody has their own private room. There's a common area and everything else. Food will be provided and whatnot. So,
As expected.
you only really have to worry about guarding the place. At what time, like, do the spectrals show up
It's
and do they leave?
At nightfall and at
So-
sunrise.
so
So
once-
it varies per night, but
Yeah.
So dusk and dawn, though.
Yeah, dusk and dawn.
Dusk
Like,
and dawn, okay.
yeah.
So you'll really only be required to defend the compound from dusk to dawn, because we have allies of a spectral nature that
Dawn
take
to
care of the
dusk.
dawn to dusk, whichever. Spectral
Huh?
nature that takes care of the
It's quite an ally.
quite a what?
Quite an ally.
Yeah, quite an ally. We'll see how that works out, but yeah, you'll be required to live there and everything else.
Sure. As I was speaking with the dwarf, I do have a couple requirements, or at least things you should know about me.
Sure.
I specialize in close quarters.
Okay.
I don't like men that come on to me. And I require at least a minimum of 10 gold per day. And I don't do housework.
So as she's talking and everything, does she seem like very poised this entire time?
Yes.
Like very to the point. Matter of fact, like almost to the regime of what a soldier would be. Not that she is a soldier, but like her pronunciation is
Kinda.
very accurate.
You can tell she knows what she wants.
Okay.
And that's you're getting to the Supple Twins, by the way.
Are you aware of any other individuals in this city that may be looking for work like so?
Not that I've heard of.
You ever been in charge of anything before?
A couple times.
What happened?
Success. Some failures. The usual.
What have you been in charge of before?
Caravan security. Majority of the time.
You know how to work a ballista?
Aye.
We have some of those.
Very well. Seems somewhat impressed.
Do you have a horse?
No.
Um, am I actually in charge of this? Like the whole?
The interview part? Yes, you're in charge of the
And the
interview part. I'm in
financial
charge
part.
of who I will say.
You're sending people to me, and I'm talking to them and seeing if
Correct.
we're gonna hire.
I'm testing their overall physicality and what I think they might specialize in might be good. Which, by the way, DM, as a note, there's like 3 different tests I'll do for people who walk up to me. The ones who seem lengthier and skinnier, I will see like how quick they are more than anything. I'll do a simple, just like.
I thought you left to go back.
Yeah, I'm saying before.
I mean,
this
for the most
time.
part, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, you
before
were
this
doing that
time.
prior. It's alright.
Yeah, I just wanted to know like the lengthier, like.
Yeah, how
ones-
nimble they are. You gave basic strength, physical.
Exactly,
attribute
the ones who were
tests. Yeah.
bigger, strength tests. The ones who were small, I actually wanted to figure out like their speed and stealthiness and
Sure.
stuff like that. So, just a note for when you send people his way. That's it.
Sure.
But yes,
Are you finishing the conversation?
Just a couple more things. So the dwarf said that you hit hard.
I've been known to.
How hard did you hit him?
Knock the air out of him, I believe. Quite wimpy.
Oh,
Okay. So I go to shake her hand. I give a squeeze to it. Does she squeeze back?
No.
No? Okay.
And she doesn't flinch either.
Okay. I say, all right. As I stand up, I say, okay. Very
She
well.
stands up with you.
I say, very well. So as I said, we're gonna try to hire at least about 7 more people, including yourself.
Oh, thank you. What was my wage?
You'll be paid $20 or 20 gold a day. You're gonna be the person that's in charge of everybody.
Yes, sir. And she kind of just gives you a bow.
nice.
Good move.
Good
So.
move.
What was her name? Nirvana.
No.
Lavartha.
Lavartha. I turn around and I point out Emerald because I would have seen him walking in. I say he's one of the people who lives in the establishment. His name is Emerald. And I kind of whisper, he's like, he tends to die a lot. I'll see Cass walk in with the kids, and I'll be like, that's Cassiopeia. She goes by Cass mainly. She's the one who actually owns the compound.
Okay.
So,
I'm assuming at this point,
So she's the lady of the place.
yes.
Absolutely. I will take my leave. I will go there immediately.
You see right now, like the twins have just sat down, and you're just like,
Well, give us some time first. Hang out here. We're still going to be here for a bit, and we all kind of want to travel together.
Okay.
There's also another woman that's in there. There's the dwarf, and there's another woman who's currently at the compound right now. Her name is Atreya.
Oh, very well.
So, have your fill here. Hang out for a little bit. We'll probably be leaving a little bit later in the evening.
Okay.
We're going to continue to try to find more people.
Aye.
So.
Oh, she should take part in the
Yeah.
process.
So as she goes to like go up the stairs to like get her room, she passes you, Cass, and she goes, Lady Cass, I bid you farewell. And she so you get in with the kids. Are you doing anything specific, or are you just?
Do I see her walk in?
Yes.
Well, I was trying to help find people that could work in the house, like help.
So
not
I
guard.
gesture over. I say, Cass, yes, please, I need some help.
And as you go over and you sit down with him as their chair, you notice that there are two blue eyes, blonde-haired ladies that sit down. Very quite fitting description of what was provided earlier.
on the flyer that you found outside scattered on the floor.
And they're like, hello.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
What are your names?
My name is Lacey. This is Tracy.
Oh my goodness.
Lacey and Tracy.
That won't be hard to forget, and you know my memory is not one it that it used to be. Excuse me. Yes, what are your, should I say, abilities that match the description on the flyer?
We have many abilities, some of which deal with physical. What about you, Tracy? We do a lot of everything. We do a little bit of cleaning. We do a little bit of extra physical activities. Yeah, you come over. That's fine.
I'm standing behind them.
We do maintenance, stress relief.
Do you cook?
Cook? We don't really cook, but we do have a lot of
Physical abilities, yes.
physical,
So
oral.
cleaning.
I mean, you name it. We're quite versed.
Public speaking, is that what
Yes. We talk a lot, right, Tracy? Yes, right. Liz.
Okay, so I cut in.
I say to myself, and I like under my breath put Cask in here. I'm like, I think these might be very good candidates.
So as I'm looking,
As they reposition
They've
their breasts to
been
the out.
doing it the whole time. Like, they actually have like little.
The corsets.
Yeah.
The corsets.
Yeah.
so I'm looking. So ladies, I don't apologize, but I don't think you're quite what we're looking for in our establishment. But
So
Really?
I scribble really quick on a note.
And
she
they
says
pull
that.
out like the little wanted thing that says like twins, like this, that, and the other. They were like, but it fits. We fit the description.
So I just
as they like lower it toward their chest.
yes, I do understand that. But I am the owner of the compound
Okay.
and oversee the hiring of the people that we need.
Well, we work well with both men and women.
So I slide the note to Tracy. Is that
Do you do it discreetly? Or?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Make a
No,
stealth
not
check. If you want to see it,
conspicuously.
make a perception check. You'll probably see it anyway.
Yeah. Do I get to
If you
roll?
want to see, you can make a perception check.
What am I rolling
stealth.
for?
18.
18.
Oh, natural 20. Oh yeah.
So you do it, and she's like, what's the note say?
So on the note it says, meet me behind the white whistle after blah 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 for further instructions on the services which will be needed at the compound.
So they're looking. So she takes a second, and she's just like,
thank you, ladies. I think we're done.
Oh no, yes, absolutely, no problem.
So I say, thank you, darling. Please, grab a drink.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. And they go to turn around and they turn inward and they see Baltimore and they look at you and they're like, "Oh, hi!" And they get like super within like close like and they're just like,
They're kind of just like, oh, good.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
They just kind of like turn and like
Disgrace.
It's so crowded
They just
in here.
as they
Slightly
both
crazy.
just kind of walk away.
Emerald,
Yes,
we have children in our compound now.
children.
Yes.
As you
What
see,
are we, an
you see-
orphanage?
You see now like two older people kind of sit down and they're like,
Who?
two older people.
Oh, yes.
Just gotta sit down.
Wait, how old are they though? Are they like,
Like
me
your
old,
age.
or are they
They're
like
like older, like you know,
like parents
are they human
old or like
or
grandparents old?
they're like elves, but like if you were to equate them to like humans, they'd probably be like
70.
like 55, 60 maybe.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Emerald,
Are they
how
full
about
elf?
you let me take this from here?
Okay.
How about you go treat yourself to a drink
Wait,
at the
wait,
bar?
but hold on, wait, no, I think I've been a good, at least a valuable part of this process. At least let me sit
And I
here.
see the whole line of people.
I mean, yeah, you still see a lot
I
of people.
I'll
Yeah,
ask what they're doing here.
they tell you they're all here for the barmaid or the positions at the estate.
I immediately look at like everybody, and I'm just like, I live at the estate. You'll be working under me. If you want out now, that's done.
Actually, you see some of them just like they're like, I'm not fucking working on you anymore.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So I'm like,
Yeah. So
So I
and
like-
then I will cut in line and actually.
I
wait
say
in
to
line.
Cass, I say, okay, well, at least let me sit and listen to the candidates. I have
Okay.
managed most of this, but
Fine.
who are these children? At least introduce me to now my grandchildren. Hello.
So, and since I'm on that angle, as I see them kind of, and I see if they're elderly, I'm gonna help the woman sit down, like in a chair,
yeah. So she's like, thank you.
and then I walk behind them and kind of like sit down. I pull up a chair or whatever, and I'll sit down next to them.
And you see the man. He's like, my name is Baron.
Baron. And who is this lovely lady you have next to you?
This is my wife, Duenna.
Baron and Duenna. Lovely names.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cass, and this is Emerald.
Very nice to meet you both. We hear you are part of the estate.
Yes, I own it.
Cass Estate, yes.
Good.
I walk in and I make that same announcement. Anybody looking for the job? I'm part of the one of the people on the estate. They'll be working under me.
For the most part, people stay in line at this point.
You're all good with me.
Are you looking to guard
sit
the
by
estate, or are you
Baltimore.
looking to be helped?
We are proficient in
The flyer, he pulls out the
home care.
So do you fit the bill of multi-discipline, cleaning, cooking, groundskeeping?
I believe that is what we do.
Do you have children?
Not anymore. They're grown.
But you have raised children.
I have raised children, yes. Well, my wife Duenna has. As she just kind of looks, she has glasses. She's like,
Would you be willing to help in raising more? If part of the job description.
Not that you have to raise children, but we have some in the compound,
Guiding,
and I want.
mentoring.
When
if
when
coin calls for it.
When I hear that, I do lean over and I'm like, "Oh, Cass, did they show up?"
She's like,
Yes,
small one?
yes, they did. I have them. in
Which-
care.
You would
They're
see
here.
them like
It's-
at a
they're here.
table right behind us,
They're here.
kind of.
Excuse me. I'd like to continue this interview if it's no bother with any of you.
Yes, absolutely.
Excuse me.
Right. I
Go.
just wanted, not that it will be in any way your job to raise the children. Merely, I'm looking
That's
for
great.
somebody
I
that.
cook, clean, I do laundry, I will fold the rooms, I will go through the house, I will make sure everything's spit spot. My husband, he does more of the groundwork. He likes to plant and garden, and he essentially makes the meals if I need help with. And
Maintenance, hobby work.
he has done some, but my husband does. He has known to have some networking abilities.
How do you fare with adventurers and thus rambunctious type? Is it offsetting, off-putting to you?
No, not really. We've worked with some in the past. I mean, we've kind of done this as our main hobby now.
Your
We
career.
take care of different things. I mean, our careers are done in past, but
What are you expecting to be paid?
fair wages, of course.
Of course. Name your price.
Well, it depends. Well, we've been highly established in some
How
of
good's your
the.
network?
Our network is semi-large. I can't say it's great, but we've worked in some of the noble households and whatnot. So
Your price, dear.
between both of us, I would say about 50 gold a day. That's 25 each.
Oh, look over it.
But I guarantee you, we're well worth what we're worth.
I look over at Cass. Would you give us a moment, just a brief moment to discuss?
Very well.
I'm staring down Baron.
He's like,
Yeah. I can tell he's
So-
just like, I'm just staring him down and just giving him that
Although,
like.
Well, there's only 2 of them. That would be
I
all we need
insight
for-
them.
yeah, if
Insight
they
check.
can
If
do
they would be
everything.
willing to accept
2 rolls
one,
for each
considering that we're
individual,
giving them
Or
food
just
and
one
a place
overall?
to lay their heads, like they're living with us.
So I
Right.
mentioned,
You know what I mean?
would,
Then it
would you
it
be?
would also come
I'm
down
assuming
to
you would expect
they would also
housing
be
as well
taking
as
care of the
food
bears
service.
also.
that is correct.
And is that still
So it
part
wouldn't
of
just
your
be-
25 per day?
That's right.
Would you be willing to negotiate?
Give us one moment. As now they both start looking at each other, and you can tell they're just like, the Baron. He's
What do
actually
you
just
mean?
like,
What do you mean?
I'm still-
As she begins to turn to negotiate, I say,
First we were-
please
we were
keep
saying
in
it was
mind
just gonna
that
be our
this
house.
is something
Right.
that we are hoping
But
to
now-
keep
Well,
for
they could do that, 'cause he said he
um,
was proficient, like,
a
with
life
dogs.
term.
Yeah.
We are hoping to grow more than just employees. We're hoping to gain family members in this as
My
well.
only question is just making sure the horses and stuff like that.
I give him
stable
kind of the
area.
look of
That would
like-
be it. Outside of that, it seems like you do it.
we're willing to go to 45.
So
How
he
are you
would-
with stable work? Like basic stable work and stuff like that.
We can maintain the stable. As for maintenance of the horses, she looks over at Baron. She's like, "I'm sorry, darling. He just can't seem to hold down the horse like he used to."
Well, no, I mean like we have a stable area and stuff, like dealing with hay, feeding the horses,
Maintaining
Oh,
the
like,
yes,
all that
Baron
type
can
of
do it.
stuff.
And Baron's like,
I'm still staring Baron down.
"I'm a good, able man."
Oh, my insight was 14.
Yeah, they do seem to be genuine.
So he actually seems like a good able man and stuff.
Yeah. Like to
I
him,
agree.
he believes he's an able man.
I just look at him and I'm still staring at him.
Oh wait,
I
what was the question
agree.
you asked about the house and food? Did you say that's all included? And
I
stuff?
said that was.
I
I
like
said
that.
would they be willing to negotiate housing included, and we're looking for more so long-term family, people that we would consider family. It's more than just a job.
Yeah, it didn't hurt to ask.
Are you thinking of working long term at our establishment?
As long as coin is good.
Considering that you've been in previous noble homes, this might be a place that you find your last career.
Would
I
you?
know. You wouldn't just be dealing with us. You'd be dealing with roughly 20 people, because there'll be guards that are on the property as well. So, it'd
So
be
you wouldn't have to.
maintaining their
You
place
would
as
not
well.
have to protect it, but maintain our
I
grounds.
have dealt with many gods in my day, especially noble knights, the high-end horses.
Very good.
I like him. I like him. I pour him a drink
As you
of
see,
my ale.
like Duenna's like, calm down.
I pour him a drink of my ale.
We no
Maybe
doubt.
40.
I
Would
like
you,
you. Like you a lot.
Baron and Duenna, you sound like you have years worth of very valuable experience. Would you consider 40 a day, given that we would provide food and comfortable housing for both of you?
I lean him. You should probably pay for the food if they need to stock.
No, yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
That's
And you would not have, and we would take care of all of the charges of upkeep in the house. You just have to do the work of it.
And of course,
You would not be paying for any of the things out of pocket.
if there are things in which you require, such as sick leave or time off, we are willing to. You said you mentioned,
Accommodate.
Family members.
Persuading check. With advantage.
Me?
Whoever wants to make the roll.
Who's got the highest? Who's got I have a good persuasion.
Oh, I have no persuasion, so not me.
I have actually a pretty good persuasion.
What do you got?
I have a +4.
Oh,
I have
you
higher.
had to roll it. Oh, do you? Oh, you go
Do
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Don't mess this up for us.
Did you say disadvantage?
No,
advantage.
advantage.
So that's a 24.
24.
Oh, yeah, nice, dude.
Given that we are not in noble households, we shall take the 40 gold.
So I reach over to shake their hand.
I also reach over to shake their hand.
they both kind of retract real quick. They say, however, I still have one other thing to tell you. We
What
did
is
work in noble houses prior, and one of them does not really see, let's just say, like the fact that we left on the terms that we did. So we would hope that we would have no issues with them, but we do not want to go into another contract without you knowing.
Baggage.
Does
pull out.
this family live in Atlas?
They do not. They live more south on Mount Vera.
Would it be too intruding to ask what the terms of your
Breach of
the end of your
contract.
contract were?
They asked us to do things that we would not do. We did not want to murder in cold blood.
Well, I respect
So-
that you have a code of
We left under
conduct.
cover of night, and we have not looked back since.
A name, please.
If they're not willing to share that,
I would like to know for
I
our
wanna
own
know this
safety.
also.
I would like to just know for our own safety. We will not intrude further than just a name. We will find the rest of the
Yeah.
information out ourselves.
fair. I can respect
We're not,
that.
this isn't a matter of us going and looking for these individuals. This is a matter of if somebody shows up to our estate
We
with
want to be
said
prepared.
name,
Very
we want
well,
to be
very
prepared.
well. I understand. The last name is Orist. O-R-I-S-T. There's quite a number of them, but they will all say their last name of Orist.
And do you fear they will be looking for you?
We hope not.
Well, that is why we are also hiring guards. You will be protected by them, if need be, and we will make sure that if there's anything that does arise and you need to contact us, we will be able to return in a swift manner to assess the situation and
Well,
take
it's
care of
fine,
it.
Because they've had experience. and we really
I would like to
need their help.
just cordially
It's just
thank you
the
for
number
your
that
time.
projected
Myself, my name
on
is
the side,
Rahun,
so.
and if
And
you
we'll
would
have-
like
we'll have
these
some
gifts
kids, which
as
will-
good favor towards us holding up our end of the
How many
deal,
people do we
I
need
pull out. I
to
have
roll?
300 gold pieces worth of gems and jewels.
Sure.
So I will pull out 2 gems that maybe are worth like the extra 10 it would be for like their original price.
Sure.
I wouldn't say
And I'll
four.
pull
I would
them
say
out
at
and I'll
least
just be
6.
like, here you go. These are considered a good faith.
2 at the front.
Or
advanced
You see
even
Baron as he
remember.
kind of looks at them, he's like, "We don't take charity!" And you see as Dewena just kind of slaps him on his leg, and she's like, "Shut up, you old
But I'm
fool!"
looking there. So
Thank you.
So I go to shake both of their hands,
you got one on each
and I say thank you so much and welcome to our family.
Very well, very well.
Or we
Thank
could
you.
have 2
And
on
in
each
that I
side,
say,
and then that's what they
if you
sell
don't
for.
mind, it is a bit busy and I would like to.
No,
So I
7,
jump up on the
2,
table
4, 6,
and
7.
I proclaim, thank you so much for your time. The position has been filled, but please do enjoy some drinks here at the White Whistle.
You hear him attorney like,
Oh, we still have position for guards. Anybody who thinks they can hold a sword and guard a place may stay, and we will interview you.
That's right. Like, bare minimum, I would say.
They were all maids.
Maximum 8. I would
Sorry.
say 8 that we need right now.
Okay, yeah. So the majority of them either start to drink or leave. And you see as they left.
So I immediately go up to the bartender and I say, I do apologize for the unexpected rush.
No, thank you for bringing them in.
Yes, I was
business.
hoping that you would take it as so. But thank you again so much for housing us. My name is Emerald.
Yes.
A jewel for her, just in good. Just thanks, just extra, just for doing a great job.
Sure.
Through all the commotion and stuff, is there anybody? Can I make a check at all to see if there's anybody that's in the establishment that looks guard material?
I did shout out that we're looking for guards still.
Yeah, he did. He did shout out for that, and nobody kind of responded.
Well, I thought he shouted outside.
No,
he shouted inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, as all these rest of these people were leaving, I was saying that we still had other positions.
So what time? We can pick that up. That guy. No, I got it written down. Whatever. Okay, so I ask Baron and Davina if they have horses at all. Do they have a means of transportation themselves
We have a cart.
with anything hooked to it, or no?
Oh, 2 horses.
Okay, got it.
We have a stable.
How large of a cart?
About 6-man cart.
Minus you two?
Yeah, we sit up front, 6
Okay.
people in the back.
Yeah, alright.
So I look at all of them, I grab a drink, I say, thank you so much for this employment search. I have some alchemy materials to grab and a pair of twins to assess. I shall see you all back at the estate. And I leave. I take my leave.
Would you be willing to stay until we acquire the rest, and maybe you all leave together as a group, get to know each other on the travel as well?
We'll be traveling back with them because they don't know where it is.
No, yes, but I'm asking if they would be okay with other people accompanying them
Yeah.
on their own cards. It is still your card. We
Yes.
don't own you and your possessions.
No, we appreciate you asking, and we are open to the services that we can provide.
Awesome. Then meet 2 people. Leroy! And I scream for Leroy.
Yeah. So you see the little kid that was like hiding behind Cass, just kind of coming. It's like, sir, yes, sir.
At ease, soldier.
Do you want one
Introduce
horse or two?
yourselves to the nice folks.
I guess one horse.
Ma'am, my name is Leroy, and I have a sister. Her name's Kyla.
I was thinking in terms of getting
Very well.
them
These
home, but
these
they have a
2
cart
are
and
the
share, I
youngins
guess.
we were talking
Really
about
nice to
who
meet you,
will
but I
be
feel like we should
accompanying
have
us in the
Yeah.
keep.
Probably.
They
Yeah.
do not
I
have
think
their
just getting here. we
homes
had
or
to share
families
ours.
as well, and
Well, they only
we would
cost
like to
like 150
help them
gold.
get off the streets and out of
Almost
bad
one
future
more, so
situations.
that you and
Well,
I
Duena
can
says,
sit
well,
down.
absolutely. Come here, child. And
Come on,
she just kind of takes both of them. As Baron's like, that's a good man right there. That's a good man standing at attention, that is.
Indeed, he is. Oh, Leroy, of what happened? How did your first test go?
Oh. I told the other man to tell you, but I made 50 gold.
Shh.
You mean
Oh,
women?
Keep that down. Keep that.
I made 50 gold.
Ah, good. Well, then you have passed my test. That is yours from now on.
And
Control your excitement, one. Now, you need to learn to save this. This is your own personal, and you may do as you wish, but think of your sister before you spend that gold.
Sir, yes, sir.
All right. When we take you back to the keep,
Very over.
make yourself useful, okay? Don't dilly dally. All right. High five. All right.
Before we leave, or I guess after, like, we talk to the 2 of them, we say, hey, like, you know, give us a little bit, we'll be right back right before we leave, whatever. Me and Cass are gonna go run over to that horse guy that I bought the horses from before.
Yeah.
For the 150, does he have, like, 1 horse available?
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna buy a horse.
Yeah. All right.
Here, I'll mark that off.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, please.
So,
I was just gonna go buy my forge material that I need. That's all.
Sure. With your fortune today, you know it's gonna be about 350 gold.
pencil.
I'll buy whatever I can for 100 now. Tell them to hold for Rahun.
Sure.
I will be back for the rest at another time.
Sure.
I go, I meet the twins outside of the White Whistle.
Yeah.
At
And
the
you can
time
see
that
they're
I
just
said-
kind of like laying against the back, like just kind of looking at the sky. and
Wait, these
whatnot.
women are laying on the ground?
No. They're laying against the wall.
Okay, gotcha. So I walk up to Lacey, Tracy.
Yes.
Yes. So, back to what we were discussing. I would need more help. So, in a lab setting, maybe in the kitchen, some, possibly a little cleaning around the house. Is that something that you could do?
We can do cleaning. We can clean a lot.
How much wages are you hoping to?
You're paying for this out of your own pocket.
Yes. Oh, I plan.
I don't give a shit if I'm
He
out
has
there or
no
not. That's being
gold.
said.
He only had 100 gold.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
We will do, 10 gold a day.
Oh.
And then, if you want extra, we can provide extra.
No. 10 should be fine. When can you start?
Tonight?
Sounds good. Meet me back here, and we'll leave together.
Very well.
I've got some items to collect around town.
I'm literally walking by while he's doing this with my items for the forge, and I'm like,
So I go, and I'm gonna go find some of the alchemy stuff, and I'll
Sure.
spend the rest of the money, with the exception of
Sure. So,
stuff to save to pay them.
I mean, you can get some of the common and uncommon stuff on this. You're
Yeah.
not getting any of the rares.
No, yeah. Whatever you want to think,
I mean,
get me.
I'll say for the uncommon and common stuff, we'll say 150 gold.
Okay.
Because I mean, it's basic plants. It's not anything crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I just wanted to get and then when I get back to the group, I was like, so, health potions, things like that for our travels. Did we?
We're gonna have to come back.
You just don't have the time. Or,
Well, we have a half a day, it's mid afternoon right now.
Yeah, I'd say like 6, 7 o'clock maybe.
Holding my obsidian steed with me. This figure lasts for 24 hours. If you want, I can stay back, get the rest of the stuff, and meet you guys back at the keep.
If that's what you want to do, I mean, we gotta travel. We have them, and
Exactly.
get the kids back or whatever.
Don't worry about me then. Just let me stay here. I'll get the rest of the groceries on the
Alright.
list, and then I'll head back. I'll probably need a little bit more gold and maybe a second backpack.
Question: how much are bag of holdings typically?
Expensive,
Expensive.
like ultra rare items.
You can go check.
I gathered my things and I met the two ladies. And
I thought you had one.
back.
I do have one.
You want another one? Bless your heart.
Well, sort of, because I have a lot of like things in this one that.
We'll keep them in the vault.
Yes, but okay. Do you need the bag of holding?
No. Not the bag of holding. I just need maybe a second.
Oh,
I
wait a
know,
minute.
but even with furs and
Hey.
stuff, are you going to be able to bring everything home?
Yeah,
It's cool. I have a backpack. It don't get anything in it because I lost everything. So here you go.
Cool. Thanks.
Take
Yeah.
this backpack.
How much gold do you need?
At most, I'm not going to try and get like a lot of stuff, but health potions are going to be the main thing, and they are not cheap. If you can spare like 1,000,
Just here's the
I'm
thing.
not going
is
to use
that
all of it. Just
Here's the
whatever we need, the bare minimum.
Go to the poor district though.
Yes, yeah. Not the no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because what you
Flea
spent
markets
before
and-
is
and-
ridiculous.
Yeah. Flea market's done.
So I'll give you 100 gold that I have. I don't think you need to take 1,000.
What about
I can take 500.
500?
Yeah, 500 is fine. I already have about 100.
I mean, I don't know if it
200 on me.
affects Rahoon at all, but you know that the money that she's using is Finn's money. The money that
Oh,
was.
I don't. I just know that she has money. I don't know.
I'm just saying that you know that she still has that 10 grand.
But you don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah, unless she tells me this is from Finn, I'm just assuming this is just
Extra money that you guys
extra
have.
money
Sure.
that we guys have that we have. So I don't.
So I give you 100 gold though, and I guess she gives you 500. So maybe 6.
Cool.
So I collect
I actually
my
have about
alchemy
like
things.
700 gold now.
Collect my alchemy things. I meet the ladies, and we walk back to the estate.
You
together.
walk back? Cool. Are you trying anything on the way back?
Am I trying anything?
Yeah.
No, I'm just walking back.
I mean, they actually help you with the alchemy stuff. And
Yeah.
They like ask, they're like, "Ooh, what's this flower do?"
Yeah. So I talk with the alchemist and such, and
And
we
they're like,
discuss
"Oh
it.
my gosh, he's so smart."
Yes.
I'm going to.
And I gather all of my things and I go back.
Yeah, you're walking back.
I find
Getting to know them.
Lavartha.
Lavartha?
The female.
Navarth?
Her name is
Navarth? I thought it was an L.
Lovar? Oh,
Navarth.
Navartha.
N-E?
I thought it had
There's
no.
no A at
I
the
was
end.
kinda close though. Yeah.
I didn't
It's,
know
N-E-V?
I thought it was
L
an
too.
L.
N-E-V-A-R-T-H. Navarth.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I was
one more
too far
time.
out.
Sorry.
Not Nirvana, but I wasn't too far. out.
So N-E-V-A-R-T-H.
Okay. Navarth. Okay. I heard.
All right. So
Ten
what is
sentences.
everything you
So I
guys?
grab her.
Yeah.
Specific things. What do you guys want me to
Let's
get
go.
specifically?
Yes, sir.
Well, Baltimore wanted a shield and plate mail.
Okay.
You know that we need winter items. I could use
Correct.
You don't gotta worry about my stuff. My stuff's gonna be expensive. Like I said, we'll find something out.
Well, I might be
I'm not
able to
worried
make him a shield too.
Something.
I might be able to make him one.
Okay.
As
Well-
you see, like, I've already gathered some material for like the forge
I
and
mean,
stuff.
but you know it takes it takes some time to build a shield.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm saying if in the future I
I
can.
need a shield and a sword.
Yeah.
Basic,
Could you
basic
buy-
shield and sword.
Yeah.
Could you buy some more flint and steel too?
Yeah, sure, of
For
course.
me, I'm out
course.
of that.
Yeah.
Does Navarth at all like ask the question of why I'm in all gold? does she seem like curious, or does she pays no mind to it? None of them do. Okay.
I might pick up Corvus a couple things for his little tower.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't get anything for the tower while you guys were gone because I don't know what Corvus likes.
Okay.
So I guess we will begin the venture back. I don't know where Emerald is.
I'm with horses, right?
Yeah, so she's got a horse. I have a horse.
Cool. So you all three are heading back. You're staying in town to get the rest of the stuff. So we'll just to see how this turns out.
So, gone.
You two will catch up on the road, and you'll see ahead of you an old man and two blonde-haired, very appealing ladies, hand in hand, walking down the road. As you come up, you see it's Emerald and Lacey and Tracy.
Good evening. So you all gather the things that you needed.
Emerald.
that look though.
Yes.
I told you we were not going to employ these ladies.
I think they will be very useful in the alchemy lab, as well as cleaning and,
The
excuse
girls
me,
are
ladies,
human?
barmaidens.
Yeah, they're human.
Ladies, what languages? How many languages do you guys speak?
Together we speak 7.
Really? That's more than me. What languages do you all speak?
I told you they would be useful.
We speak Common, Elvish, Draconic,
Wow.
Orcish.
Really?
Speak Orcish? Wow.
I learn more and more about these two every second of the day.
Celestial.
You speak Celestial.
I do.
Give me something in Celestial. Okay. Wow.
And how many was I didn't even keep count.
That was
like 5.
That was 5. And then the other one they speak. Did they say Dwarven already?
No. Oh.
Dwarven. And
Okay.
and the last one.
Make something good.
Sylvan.
Huh.
Nice.
So they can be.
You're paying them out of your own pocket.
Yes, of course. I had already planned to.
I guess we'll just be solely yours.
That is fine. I do need a lot of help around the house, and in serving drinks. I don't want. And I motioned to the older woman. What was her name? I can't remember her name. Davina?
Yeah. Dewena.
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 I
Dewena.
think Dewena could use some help in serving some of the gentlemen around.
They're like, yes! And Dewena's like,
I meant with food and drinks.
yes, sir.
And I promise they will not get in the way.
And Baron's like, yeah! And he looks at Dewena, he's like, sorry.
I look at myself. My good
Children,
man.
shield
I
your
say,
eyes.
my
This
good
old
man.
man is just like puffing up his chest.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
And thus starts the dynamic of the household.
Oh, boy.
I really hope the wife of him is like covering the children's eyes right now and just like.
Sorry.
I just say, I'm like, what do you think your wife is gonna think of that? You think your wife's gonna be okay with this?
I think she would be absolutely fine. I'm helping employ these young girls.
Yeah. A god. And I'm a god that's able to like smite, like that.
I gave up my immortality.
When I see
her.
a trace, you're like, oh, I thought he was going to say something else.
Oh, I gave up my
All right,
immortality.
Well, hey, you know what? If they're solely yours, right?
No, they're not solely mine.
Well, I
They're
mean,
there to help the house.
you're paying for them out of pocket, right?
Yes.
So I look at Baron. I say, please lead on.
And I follow suit behind.
Good luck catching up
Yeah.
to 4 horses.
No, I'm not running after them, but
And after we get like a ways away, I look at Lavartha. Oh gosh, man, I gotta get this damn name down. Navarth. And Yeah, sorry, it's just there was like 4 different things that were said.
Yeah.
I look at Navarth and I say to her, I say, if you catch them trying to steal anything, kill them.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Like no hesitation. Sure.
Nice. I like
The
it.
women,
I'm
not
so
the
happy
guy.
about her.
The old
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Just
Sure.
the two blondes.
Absolutely.
Are we gonna make it back to the house? Like right now?
I was gonna cut it there for the night, but is there a reason you want to get back to the house?
Well, I was just gonna say, when we get to the house or whatever, if they're the last people on the door, I'm gonna kind of, when all of them are inside, I'm just gonna say, ladies, Emerald might be paying your wages, but I am the lady of this house, and if there are any issues, that's the door.
Make a intimidation check.
I like it.
Natural 20.
Oh, she did it too.
Yes!
She got it.
So
They got
before they
it.
were like cute and whatnot, they just kind of straight up to like, yes, ma'am.
So then I'll soften after that. I'll let them in the house.
They're like stiff, and they wait for you to leave. And then the second you leave, you just kind of hear them, wow, she's mean. And they just kind of walk away.
So upon arriving at the house, I immediately draw up a contract
Okay.
for them to
Okay.
be working here.
Okay.
And I make copies so that they all know.
Sure.
what they do.
All right, cool. So we will go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, well,
Yeah, we're gonna
for
go
me,
ahead,
I'm
we're
done.
gonna,
I'm
we're gonna
done.
go ahead and cut it there for the night. I know we went kind of late, almost an hour late, but we appreciate you guys. So go on Facebook, like our Facebook page, Twitch, Twitter. We appreciate those. It was kind of a fun little episode. So we will see you next week here on Epic Interactions. You guys keep it epic, man. See you later.